Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so here we go here, a little bit late to the action here, but still first quarter. Lions with the football first, and they give it to the back up the middle who picks up 9 yards on the carry. And so that is David Montgomery with the first carry of the game here. So David Montgomery. And this is going to be a nice combination that Detroit has in the backfield here. When you think of the Lions, you think about that pass game, but this running game will be very exciting to watch this year. Bringing David Montgomery in from the rival Bears and plus drafting Jahmyr Gibbs. They're going to have that nice 1-2 punch there. And really exciting to see how this is going to play out the entire season. Here we go, 2nd and 3. Play action. Jared Goff looking, pass rush in his face. He just throws the ball down there for the incompletion there. Says no need to take that hit there. 3rd down coming up. Moving like a veteran out there. But 3rd and 3 here. And so if you're the Chiefs here, hey, if you can go ahead and get 3 and out to start things off, that's what you want. That is what you want. Let's see. Kenneth, what's good? We've got both Kenneths here. So how are you guys doing? All right, 3rd and 3. Goff's going to line up in the shotgun. Montgomery goes in motion. You've got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen here. Multiple tight ends. Takes the snap. Goff looking. Goff throws it up there. Incomplete. Incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. 3 and out for the offense here on the first opening drive of the NFL season. Carmichael, what's good with you? Carmichael says, hello, JB. How are you doing? I am doing great. How about yourself? We got Lewis here. Lewis, how are you? Lewis, talk to us. How do you see this game going? Is this going to be a defensive game? How do you see this game playing out? It's like Lewis can see into the future. All right, Lions punt the ball. Let's see if we get a return here by Kansas City, and we will get a return. Catch it from his own 7-yard line, and he gets brought down at about the 13-yard line, and that is where Patrick Mahomes and company will take over for the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. Can they do it again? That is the question that everybody wants to know here. This team was built for success, but there is no Travis Kelce out there offensively now, so let's see how this team looks offensively here on this opening drive here. Carmichael says you chose the Chiefs to win it, but you hope that they lose. I think quite a few people actually chose that. It's like the Chiefs are the safe bet. Let's choose them. But if the Lions did win, who's going to be mad right now, right? Phoenix, what's good? Phoenix says, what up, JB Nation and members? Meanwhile, they toss the ball to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the forgotten man in the backfield. And so he gets to start there. And so very interesting. And again, I mean, for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, this was their starting running back last year, and he lost his role there. Obviously, Pacheco went in and did a tremendous job there, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point during the season he ends up getting that role back. I mean, he was their former first-round pick there. He's got potential, and if it all comes together for him, you just never know. But here we go. That was a 5-yard pickup. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Kansas City Chiefs offensively out of the shotgun, and they feed it to Clyde Edwards-Helaire again on the carry, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. And so, Braden, what's good with you? Braden says, hey, JB. And you say Joe Burrow just got paid. And so we all knew it was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. Let's see, Carmichael says you decided to start Sky Moore at the last second. And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Lewis says, well, you got your ticket in during the week over 52, but with Kelce out, you're a little concerned. I understand that concern as well. I would be too. Here we go, 3rd and 2. Mahomes takes the snap out of the shotgun, looking, throws it, gets the completion. And that's McKinnon. McKinnon with the catch. And I'm expecting McKinnon to get quite a few catches in this one, a little bit more than normal, simply because, hey, without Travis Kelce there, it would make the most sense for you to throw it to McKinnon there because he's your best receiving back. And quite frankly, that's going to be the easiest option there for Mahomes to look for him out the backfield. So expect to see a good amount of McKinnon there in that backfield. Matter of fact, expect a good usage of all of these running backs for Kansas City tonight. But here we go. 1st down for their own 31-yard line. Shotgun. Mahomes throws it quickly. It's caught by the backup tight end, Noah Gray. Oh man, the moment that I saw Kelsey wasn't playing, I was looking on Underdog trying to find Noah Gray, and I could not find him. It's like they knew that. I mean, I should have took the over on him, and I thought that there was a possibility that he would get the start. But very interesting there. He comes out, gets that catch, 2nd and 5. Under 12 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. This is the Kansas City Chiefs' first offensive possession of the game. All right, 2nd and 5. Mahomes up under center. One back in the backfield. Sky Moore goes in motion. Takes the snap. Play fake. Mahomes looking. Mahomes moving around. Mahomes still looking. He throws it without getting hit. Throws out of bounds. Incomplete. And so Kenneth Boyd says, hi, JB. And so how are you doing? How's everybody doing? I mean, it's a Thursday, guys. We're almost at the end of the week. We've got football here, Thursday night football, and we're not talking preseason. We're talking about the NFL opener. How is everybody doing in the chat? I hope you guys are doing well. Phoenix says the highway to the stadium was busy at 6:30 a.m. Kansas City was tailgating for the game early. And so, hey, you got to love that. Got to love it. Got to love it. All right, 3rd and 5. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Mahomes in the pocket, moving, decides to run, picks up 2 yards on the play, but not enough for the first down. His 4th down's coming up here. So life's a little bit more difficult right now. And that's Aiden Hutchinson and company out there getting after it. So the Detroit's defense getting after it. Let's see, Kenneth says, good. Carmichael says, I'm great, especially since JB picked the Steelers to win. And so, I mean, I just spoke my truth there. I spoke my truth. I do believe that that's going to be like perhaps, like a dark horse team this year. And I looked at the matchup, and I feel like it's a good matchup there for the Steelers to go, and be able to win that matchup. I don't think the 49ers are going to try to overdo it with McCaffrey week 1. And they're typically a team that they get hot later in the season. So I think Pittsburgh gets off to a fast start this year. All right, but they just punt the ball. So when we come back, we're going to see the Detroit Lions come out for their second offensive possession of the game and see how that goes for them. Last time out there, Jared Goff was 0 for 2 passing, but David Montgomery did have a nice carry for 7 yards as well. And we're still waiting to see, Jahmyr Gibbs go out there, see what he can do. So a lot of things we're looking forward to seeing here, and this is what we love about football. Kenneth says Eagles on top. And so, hey, be nice to my Patriots this week. Be nice to my Patriots this week. Let's not bash JB's Patriots here. We know who we're going against, the Eagles here. Let's try to keep it nice here. But again, we are currently right now at the commercial. Patrick Mahomes was 2 of 3 that drive for 15 yards. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had got 2 carries for 8 yards. Let's see. Carmichael says Mahomes needs to pass it to Sky Moore. And so Carmichael's like, now that he started Sky Moore, he's like, hey, throw it to my guy. Throw it to him. And which is just a matter of time there, because you think about a guy who was a rookie last year, started building chemistry here. He's going to have an opportunity to definitely go and try to get after it. But let JB go ahead since we have the commercial right now and see if I can set up the poll question real quick for us here in the chat. So give me 1 second to set that up. All right, so here goes the poll. Again, no Travis Kelce for the Kansas City Chiefs today. So let's see how that impacts the offense the rest of the way. All right, and be sure to cast your vote in terms of who you have winning this game. The Lions or the Chiefs? Let's see, Carmichael says it's a close game for me. You say just on fantasy, it's like a 46% chance to 54% chance. And so, hey, it always feels good when the first guy that you have out there just goes out there and performs. And so I've got the Chiefs kicker in this game, and I also have David Montgomery as well. So those are the 2 guys that I currently have in this game. I think they're both on the same fantasy team, if I'm not mistaken, because I've got 2 fantasy teams. All right, so here we go, 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion. Goff takes a snap, going to feed it to the back. And Montgomery's going to pick up a couple yards on the play. It's a 3-yard game off the left tackle. And now we got 2nd and 7 coming up from the Detroit 12-yard line. All right, they're going to take out Montgomery here. Let's see. Kenneth says Chiefs is going to win. Phoenix says Kansas City Red Kingdom. And so, hey, nice to see the Chiefs fan out there. Lewis said you need the Chiefs to win. Okay, bet. All right, so now we're going to take a look at Jahmyr Gibbs here. 2nd and 7. Receiver goes in motion. Goff throws it. Ball gets deflected there. So far, Goff 0 for 3. So I hope that right now, I mean, hopefully nobody started Goff and they're a little concerned right now if they did. But 0 for 3 to start things off. That Kansas City defense getting after it here. And they understand that right now, this is the kind of game that they're going to have to show up. I mean, neither side really wants to see a shootout here today. These two teams are going to come out, try to, run the ball a little bit more than usual and just throw it short and play it safe. And so right now, if you're the Chiefs defense, you got to get after it. 3rd and 7. Takes a snap from his own 12-yard line. Goff looking. Goff moving. He spins around. He throws it. His receiver comes in and gets the catch. However, he will be 2 yards shy of the first down marker. But that's Goff's first completion. And that's Marvin Jones, who is no stranger to being a Detroit Lion. He picked up 5 yards on the play. And yeah, I mean, that time Goff was out there running for his life out there. And so, Oz, what's good with you? And so, oh, look at that. A direct snap. Was that intentionally? Wow. I turned my head for a second, and it's a direct snap for 3 yards. And a first. Who does that from this close in their own end zone? That could not have been the play call. Who did that? If I'm Dan Campbell, I'm like, who called that? Wow, that's some guts. That tells me that Detroit is not playing around. Carmichael says Detroit isn't playing around. And so, seriously, who does that? I wouldn't even do that on Madden from my own, not from that far back. I mean, if you're Kansas City, that hurts. That hurts. If you're Kansas City, wow. Let's see, Carmichael says Marvin Jones first catch back in Detroit. All right, from their own 20-yard line, takes a snap, gives it to Gibbs, and Gibbs shakes off a defender and picks up a yard on the carry there. Okay. So now we got 2nd down here. So how about that? And Gibbs comes off to the sideline. 2nd and 9. Kenneth says we should call Patrick the Chief Patrick because he is cooking. And so, hey, my man been cooking for some time now. He has been cooking for some time. Let's see. Brady says great play by Goff, but short. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9 here for Goff and company from their own 21-yard line. Shotgun formation, takes a snap. Chiefs sending pressure. They get the completion. And that's a first down. And so Amar-Ra St. Brown with the catch. 13 yards. I had him last year in fantasy. I really wanted to get him again this year. Was not able to. But my man can flat out play. So now this offense, sparked by that 4th down conversion, in which that was a gutsy call. I mean, a gutsy call. But I like it. That lets me know that they are all in and trying to win this game. They know what this can mean for their fan base and for the team if they can win this. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Goff up under center, play fake. Throws it over the middle, gets the completion, and he's still running for the first down. That's Josh Reynolds with the catch. He got 21 yards on the play, and now this offense is moving now. They've got their mojo going. Let's go. Let's go. Oz says, let's go, Amara. There you go. You say, that's your favorite player? Bet. I mean, if only he could teach his brother how to be as good, but but nah, he's legit. All right, so now we're at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Goff feeds it to the back. Montgomery takes it all the way to about the 41-yard line. Picked up 4 yards up the middle. And again, I've got David Montgomery on my fantasy team, and I've also got the Chiefs kicker. So I would not be mad if the Chiefs end up kicking like 4 field goals in this game. I would not be mad at all. But David Montgomery continue to feed him. All right, so here we go. From the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Receiver goes in motion. Shotgun. Gives it to Jahmyr Gibbs off the left side. And Gibbs, look at him still go. Ran over somebody. Somebody in the secondary did not want the smoke. There are 17 yards on the play. And if you draft them in fantasy, that's exactly why you drafted them. For plays like that. Let's see. Kenneth says, so Eagles is on top. Let's see. Kenneth says, I know we have a long game, but I'm going to be mad if Sky Moore doesn't put up points. And so I understand that. Let's see. Y'all says, true, that sucks for me as a Bears fan having to watch the wrong brother. Yes, I watched a couple of his games last season when he was out there. And let's just put it this way. I was like, all right, I know which one was talented and which one's living off the family name right now. Carl Michael said, JB, I think Lewis wants a touchdown. All right, quick pass there again. Amara St. Brown with the catch. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. That's his second catch of the game. He's got 2 catches for 18 yards so far in this one. We got 2nd and 5 right now from the Chiefs' 19-yard line. Ben Johnson. And so my reason for targeting David Montgomery in fantasy football as opposed to going for Jahmyr Gibbs is specifically for when they get into the red zone. I believe that they're going to feed David Montgomery the same way they did Jamal Williams last year, which is going to be critical for anybody that has David Montgomery on their fantasy football team. So I'm hoping I was right with that. Speaking of Montgomery, gets the carry. He gets more than just the carry, though. He gets 6 yards and the first down. He's got 4 carries for 20 yards so far in this one. We're still here in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go. And so you say Amar's a stud, but not so much his brother. So I totally agree with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we got 1st and 10 right now. Ball is at the 13-yard line of the Chiefs, and they feed the ball to Montgomery. Montgomery picks up 4 yards on the play. David Montgomery again, 5 carries, 24 yards. I see him. I see a little limp there. That's not good. Oh, okay, that's his. Okay, he's gonna need another cleat. Okay, had me a little worried right there. All right, so just take y'all time here, till my guy gets back in the game. Kenneth says Kansas City record is going crazy. Lewis says he does, Carmichael. Lewis says you don't want a touchdown. You need a touchdown. He said he need a touchdown. All right, 2nd and 6. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Brown goes in motion. They're going to feed it to Jamar Gibbs. Oh, and Gibbs, he tried to bounce it outside. He really did, but he just slipped on the play, and the defense comes in and crushes him after that. But, man, I mean, that was – if he doesn't slip, I mean, he was showing the burst to get outside. Let's see, Carmichael says, you want Sky Moore touchdowns? You say – Gibbs, how did he fell? As he come back, says JB next week on the Steelers versus Browns Monday Night Football. Bet. And so I know, I know what you want from the Steelers in that one. I know. All right, 3rd and 6. Goff takes the snap. Goff looking, throws it. It's completed. And anytime Brown gets the football that close to the red zone, you might as well put 6 points up there because that's a touchdown for Detroit. And so Amara St. Brown, 3 catches, 27 yards, and capped it off in the end zone here for a touchdown. Jared Goff is 5 of 8 for 53 yards and a touchdown. And we got our first points of the NFL season. And this is the Detroit Lions here with the lead. And you start thinking right now, there is no Travis Kelce for Kansas City here or Chris Jones. And so, hey, it's this drive right here really got started when they went for that fake punt on 4th down. Very gutsy, and sometimes when you roll the dice, you actually win. And that's exactly what happened here with Detroit. They said, we're not going out here to stutter on offense. We really want to get back to where we were last year and take it to another level. I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it. And so, Matt Chatter, what's good with you? You say, what up, JB Nation? How are you doing? And so Oz says, let's go. Lewis says, oh, man, Goff is going to tear up our secondary apart. Carmichael says, you want Kenny Pickett to cook the Browns? Let's see. Matt says, you called it. The Lions are hot. And so, hey, you know it. Absolutely. And let's see, all says Amara's your boy. And so, yes, Braden says, great drive by the Lions. Carmichael says, Jay wouldn't have started Sky Moore if Kelsey was in. Oh, you meant you wouldn't have did that? And so, oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, if I had Sky Moore right now, I probably would have started him too, just because no Travis Kelsey, the target's got to go somewhere, especially if Detroit comes out and gets the lead like we see here, and then Kansas City at some point has to be more pass oriented. But I would prefer to have McKinnon because I feel like McKinnon's going to get a heavy workload in terms of getting a lot of receptions out the backfield. Braden says, great drive by the Lions. And so let's see. Yep. And Mike likes touchdowns. He does. He says, in your face, Lewis. So directly calls out Lewis here. Absolutely. And we are right now currently at the commercial here. And we'll see how the Chiefs respond. But right now, we got 6 votes in, and the Chiefs are leading the poll, but the Detroit Lions are leading the game here in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go. Where's the time going? I feel like we literally just did kickoff, and we're already with just under 3 minutes to go here in the first. Well, probably because the Detroit Lions are running the ball a good amount right now. Let's see. You say if Chris Jones comes back, then maybe. Let's see, Carmichael said the Chiefs are not going to win the Super Bowl confirmed. Now, easy now, Carmichael, easy now. Must I remind everybody that last year we witnessed the same Indianapolis Colts team that was terrible last year. Now, this was before Jeff Saturday took over, but was terrible. The Chiefs did lose to the Colts last year, and we thought, oh my goodness, this is bad. They missed Tyreek, and the Chiefs found a way to get it together. It's a long NFL season, so let us not overreact by a mile here, okay? Not by a mile. It's just the first game. Plenty of things are going to happen here. But with that being said, though, if you want to hype up the Detroit Lions, though, feel free to do that. Let's see. Matt says Lions #1 receiver was hurt. You said hurt last year, now suspended. And so he's like their #2 receiver. Jamison Williams is their 2 receiver. Let's see. Lewis says, in my face. Yeah, you said you have a smile on your face because you needed 7 points. All right, kickoff, no return here by the Chiefs, and so they'll take over from their own 25-yard line. And let's see how they look like this time out for the offense here. And again, having to make adjustments here without Travis Kelsey. Let's see how they do. Let's see, Matt says Marvin Jones. Let's see, you say Josh Reynolds and St. Brown have earned a B rating for running back corps, like Laporta, the rookie tight end. Sorry, the rookie gets the tight end corp. And so, hey, but I mean, it's going to be the backs this year that really solidify this offense to a whole nother level, honestly. But here we go for Kansas City. They give it to Pacheco out there. He picks up 2 yards on the play. And I believe that Pacheco was dealing with like a minor injury throughout the preseason. Everybody seems to be pretty good out there. Second and 8. Ball at their own 27-yard line. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Gray goes in motion. Mahomes takes a snap. The Lions send 4. Throws it, and that's going to be incomplete, intended for Noah Gray. Third down coming up here. 3rd and 8. Let's see, Phoenix says Kansas City area air quality is currently very poor. We have a lot of smoke, smog and smoke from the Canada fires. Let's see, Kenneth says, JB, I think we have a battle chatter versus Lewis. And so, right? Absolutely. We got 3rd and 8 here. All right, let's see if Sky Moore is the target here, Carmichael. Takes the snap, Mahomes throws it, and it is caught by Justin Watson for 19 yards. So basically everybody but your guy right now. Let's see, Matt says you rate the running back corps, DJ Montgomery, and the rookie. That's right, from Bama. You give him a B+. Okay. I like the combination that they have in the backfield there, but I especially love it for David Montgomery and what it's going to mean for me this fantasy season. Believe it. All right, so the Chiefs right now from their own 46-yard line here. Mahomes up under center. They give it to Sky Moore on the end around, and Moore Runs into the defender, brought down at about the 50-yard line, and that's where the Chiefs have the football here, 2nd and 6 from their own 50-yard line. All right, so Matt says the O-line at A+. Okay, okay. Well, Carmichael, at least you get that. You said, let's go. Sky Moore got the ball in the jet sweep. Gray goes in motion for the Chiefs. Two receivers at the top of the screen, and they're going to feed it to Pacheco again. And Pacheco looking to break it to the outside here. And he's brought down by the defender there. He's not going anywhere. And so 3rd down coming up. Excellent tackle out there on the outside by Gardner Johnson. And he had a lot to say about it after that tackle. But 3rd and 6 coming up here. Let us see what happens. Shotgun formation. Takes a stab. Detroit sending 5. And Mahomes, he's going to scramble and he's going to pick up the 1st down. Picked up 6 yards on the play. So Mahomes says, I'll use my legs. I'll do whatever it takes to get the 1st down. And right now, Dan Campbell, he's just thinking to himself, like, we got to get a stop. I can read his mind. He's thinking, we got to get a stop. So if they want to hold him to a field goal attempt and help JB's fantasy team out that much more, I'm all for it. I am all for it. But that's the end of the 1st quarter. And at the end of the 1st quarter, our score right now, Lions 7, Chiefs 0. That is our score right now. Now, JB's going to do a quick fantasy search real quick and see exactly how my fantasy team is looking right now at this current moment. But, yeah, so we've got the Lions with the lead right now, 7-0. And, of course, we are feeling the effect for Kansas City of no Travis Kelce. But still, the offense is moving the ball in this drive right here. 6 plays, 31 yards, just under 3 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. Lewis says, let's go, Patrick. And Lewis, the most concerning thing about your over-under is not the team's ability to score. It's more so just, I feel like there's going to be a lot more conservative than we probably would normally see if Kelce was out there in terms of both teams just running the ball a bit more than we probably saw last year in this game. So a little concern there, but hey, Detroit scored, and if Kansas City can score, then we'll just disregard that statement and keep going. Braden says, Goff got you some fantasy points. So you actually started Jared Goff, Braden? So you actually started him? But yeah, so it feels good to have fantasy football back and be able to check that. I mean, it feels great. It feels great. All right, so David Montgomery got me a little bit of points right now. I'm gonna need some more though. I'm gonna need some more than that, but he got me a little something right now. Let's see. Kenneth says, let's go Kansas City. Carmichael says, you need some for your fantasy points for Sky Moore right now, or you're going to trade him. You said, produce or you're gone. It's just that simple. He says, produce or you're gone. Let's see. Matt said, Bosa got his 300 trillion. And so ain't that the truth? Let's see. Braden says, yeah, Jimmy G is your backup. Ooh, so those are the 2 quarterbacks you ended up with, huh? So, okay. Okay. What round did you like draft your first quarterback, which I assume would be Jared Goff? What round did you draft him in? Let's see. Matt says, what will Chris Jones and Brian Burns get? The Chris Jones situation is going to be, whew, I mean, I don't like missing game checks. I never do. And I feel like the offer that they give him, I never want to count another man's money, but I feel like the offer they gave him was a good offer. Now, meanwhile, quick pass here to Pacheco outright, and he's going to pick up 5 yards on the play. Now we got 2nd down coming up. And right now, I'm looking at Aiden Hutchinson. Like, I've been watching him just about every time they snap the ball. It is easy to see Aiden Hutchinson, but at some point, he's got to get to Mahomes at some point. And he's got to make an impact on this game. But great job making a tackle there. But at some point, he's got to get after Mahomes and make him make a mistake or something. 2nd and 5, ball at the Detroit Lions 39-yard line. Play fake. Mahomes throws it, gets the completion. Look at that. Takes it all the way to the 25-yard line. And that's a first down. I was about to say, is that MVS with the catch? That was MVS with the catch. Okay. Let's see. Kenneth says your birthday is October 5th. And so, okay, bet. Hey, do you have any big time plans for your birthday? Because it'll be here before you know it. Pass over the middle, incomplete, and he was intending for the rookie receiver, Rashid Rice, who dropped the ball. Second down coming up here, 2nd and 10. So the Chiefs offense, it is 2nd and 10. Let's see, Braden says you don't remember, but it was late. Let's see, Mike says that's not coming after money. That's getting away with too much. Yes, that's true. That is true. Lewis says, beautiful, let's go. Uh-oh, does Lewis know something I haven't seen yet? Here we go, 2nd and 10, out of the shotgun. Mahomes feels the rush, avoids it, moves around, rushes up the middle. Now he's running towards the left, still running. And he goes out of bounds there without taking the hit all the way to the Detroit 9-yard line, picked up 16 yards on the scramble. Patrick Mahomes, he's got 3 carries for 24 yards already. Wow. Braden says Mahomes using his legs tonight. Sometimes you got to make it do what it do out there. You know, when you ain't got your boy out there, you know, you got to just get the first down however you can. And looking at the coverage, I'm trying to look to see who would you throw the ball to. Pretty good coverage by Detroit all the way around. And so Mahomes made the right decision to run on that one. 1st and goal. Feeds it to the back, and Pacheco cuts up. He's brought down about 2 yards shy of the end zone, maybe 1.5 yards. 2nd and goal coming up. Kenneth says you're going to talk golf and get NBA 2K24. Bet. What an excellent job that was there on the carry. Picked up 7 yards, and now they are 2 yards away from the end zone. What a long drive it is, too. 11 plays, 73 yards, 4 minutes and 38 seconds. And they feed it to the receiver here, and he's brought down 1 yard shy. That's Kadarius Toney. There was lots of talk and speculation about the usage of Kadarius Toney. What can we expect? And if he's going to have a major role, we're going to find out in this game. Because if he just goes out there and has a quiet game without Kelsey, then I think that means that we'll just see more of what we saw last year, where he'll have occasions rather than consistently be that guy. And let's see, Carmichael says, this is why you dislike the Kansas City Chiefs? All right, let's leave. Mahomes looking. Mahomes throws it. And that's going to be a touchdown to the rookie wide receiver, Rashid Rice. Somebody in my other fantasy football league dropped Rashid Rice today in favor of, I think, was it MVS, I think? Something like that. I bet he's kicking himself right now. But that's a touchdown right there. So I know Lewis is happy. Kenneth says, oh, wow, you hating. And so Carmichael says, why? He says, throw it in the sky more. Why? Maybe he just saw the 4 in the back of the jersey and thought it was that. Braden says, first career touchdown for Rice. Yes, absolutely. That's how you get it. And was that also his first catch as well? I know they targeted him earlier, but I think that was a drop. But that's his first catch and first touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. That was big time. Let's see, Michael says he doesn't care about his first touchdown. He said should have been Sky Moore. Kenneth says, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So there you go. So it's all tied up right there. Mahomes said y'all got nothing to worry about. He's just out there doing Mahomes type of things, you know. Let's see. Mike says the Bengals signed quarterback Joe Burrow to a 5-year, $265 million extension through 2028. How much of that is fully guaranteed? I was so busy at work today, I didn't even get to look at the numbers, honestly. But how much of that is fully guaranteed? And let's see, Matt says Chris Jones told NBC he is prepared to hold out until week 8. the deadline to accrue a full season. And so, yeah, he better than me. He better than me because the money that you miss by holding out, you just can't get that back. You can't get that back, especially the percentage of that money that was guaranteed. I'd have taken that. Come on, I would have taken that. I get it. You feel you deserve more because you brought Super Bowls, but that is that is a lot. That is a lot for what from what I'm hearing. What that estimated amount that they're offering me is that's a lot. JB would take it. Carmichael says, you said, dang, Kenny MVP picker is going to have to get more. The Steelers are going to have to pay Kenny. Busy Kenneth says, we're going to win. And so, hey, that's the expectation. I did my video. I had the Chiefs winning this one. And that was even if I knew that Travis Kelce wasn't playing. But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. I am going to need the Chiefs at some point to get me about 2 field goals at least. So if they can help me out with that, that'd be nice. Let's see. Kenneth says stop. He says stop playing with y'all. Carmichael says he's gonna pay millions. Jones should just take it and play. And so again, we got the commercial here, but the Chiefs, again, that was one heck of a drive. 13 plays for 75 yards. We're so used to seeing Kansas City go out there and score quickly, but 13 plays, 75 yards, that's the formula for success. Absolutely. And so, new age, what's good with you? Wow, it has been a minute. You say it's been long, man. How's it going? And so, it is going great. How have you been? I mean, my goodness, like it has been a minute, man. I thought we were going to wait till the next time the Vikings played a playoff game to see you back, man. How's it going? Meanwhile, kickoff on the way and no return here. So we'll see how the Detroit Lions, respond to this. Last time out there, they did tremendous, excellent job for them with executing that fake punt, but it didn't stop there. And what I'm liking is how David Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs, those two guys in the backfield, when they get going, that's going to make life a lot easier for Goff to find St. Brown for some catches. But even old man Marvin Jones is participating out there. So let's see what they do out here on this one. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. They're going to go 5 wide. And now they're making adjustments. So Montgomery's in the backfield now. Goff's up on the center. Chiefs come up closer to the line. Goff making adjustments. 5 seconds on the play clock. Tight end still trying to get the play. 2 seconds here. Might have to burn the timeout. Brown goes in motion. Somehow they snap the ball and get that off. And a nice pickup there by Montgomery. Or did they get the timeout? I think they got the time. Yeah, they got the timeout there. So they ran the play for nothing there, but they got the timeout. Let's see. New Age says great. Braden says boo Vikings, but welcome back. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let's see. New Age says great. Let's see. Kenneth says undefeated. Let me know, KC. And so, hey, there it is. All right, so again, second quarter, 11 minutes and 50 seconds. We're all tied up 7-7. So make sure you cast your vote and tell me who you think is going to win this game here because we're all tied up, which means this game could literally go either way from now on. So be sure to cast your vote if you haven't already in terms of who you got winning this game. All right, so we got Goff up under center here, multiple tight ends, 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 back in the backfield. Goff looking. Goff throws it to the tight end, and he gets the catch, and he gets sandwiched there by the defenders, but he's going to be maybe half a yard shy of the first down marker. Second down coming up. So we got second down coming up. Let's see. Braden said he had to do it. And so quick snap there, very quick snap there as Goff, just quarterback, kept it up the middle there, picked up 2 yards and a first down for the Detroit Lions. That was fast. I literally turned my head there, and he got the first down. 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Let's see. Lewis says the NFC North in here, and so ain't that right? I mean, the only thing that we're really missing here is a diehard Detroit Lions fan, and then we'll be good to go. All right, 1st and 10. Goff up under center. Again, from their own 36-yard line. They're going to feed it to Montgomery, and Montgomery's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. And so just how I envision that Detroit's going to use David Montgomery, this kind of just reaffirms to me I made the right decision in terms of drafting David Montgomery to be my running back. Got him at a good round too, so I'm going to be feeling good this year. Now, last year, Dan Campbell was messing with me. I had DeAndre Swift last year, and he would not run DeAndre Swift towards the end of that season, which really hurt my fantasy team. Might have tanked us. He might have sunk us by himself. But here we go. 2nd and 7, play fake. Goff has to step up, pressure in his face, makes the throw, and gets the completion. And when you got St. Brown, you got yourself a top-tier receiver. Let's go. 21 yards on the catch. Man, I wish I had St. Brown right now. And that's exactly the look that Andy Reid has right now. He's like, man, I wish I had St. Brown on this team. Kenneth says, Kansas City class, I'm going to teach y'all. Carmichael says, I do more in school than Sky Moore is doing today. Lewis says, you're just here cheering both offenses. Ain't that a good feeling right now, Lewis? Ain't it a good feeling? But St. Brown's got 4 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown so far. Lions take the snap from the Chiefs' 40-yard line. Give it to Montgomery. Montgomery's going to get brought down for a loss of a yard there. JB doesn't like that. That makes JB sad right there. Let's see. Mike says, how good is St. Brown? St. Brown, I'll put it this way. The only thing I did not like about his game last year, and it's not even his game, was the concussions. Could my man get concussed almost, well, I'm not going to say almost as much as Tua, but he got concussed a little bit too much for my liking last year. I noticed that in fantasy football. I think he left at least 2 or 3 games with a concussion or some type of head injury and stuff like that. But outside of that, when he's on the field, he's the guy. Detroit's passing game goes through him first. Like, he is option 1, 2, and 3. And then you find somebody else. Makes the pass there to the tight end, and the tight end picks up the first down here, picks up 14 yards. The rookie from Iowa representing Braden's squad, the Iowa Hawkeyes out there. Any tight end that can go out there and ball with that Iowa offense that we saw out there last season has my respect. I've got full respect for this kid. Absolutely. Let's see. Viking says, I'm going Chiefs today, but if the Lions win, then you'll do nothing about it. And so, hey, I get why you're going with the Chiefs. I get that. Tight end goes in motion. Hands it to the back, up the middle. Montgomery, he's really having to fight for these yards now. Picked up 2 yards on the carry. He's got 8 carries for 28 yards. So this defense right now is clamping down a little bit more on that ground game. Let's see. Kenneth says, we have to win Kansas City. Wait, what overall are they? And so, hey, let's see. Lewis says Vikings up. And so, okay. Lewis showing some respect there. Okay. Carmichael said JB dissing Iowa for no reason. I just gave the man props. I gave the man props. I'm just saying, he was the lone star of that offense. But 2nd and 8, Goff throws it to the back. Jahmyr Gibbs, he's going to pick up the first down. That's 8 yards off the catch there. And again, that's how they want to use Jahmyr Gibbs. It's going to be plays like that in the passing game. Some carries as well where he can make the big play. But the way that they envision his role is kind of like how I picture what Reggie Bush was when the Saints drafted him behind Deuce McAllister. That's kind of sort of my mind in terms of how I pictured Jahmyr Gibbs in this offense year 1 with this team, except I think Jahmyr Gibbs has a lot more talent I shouldn't say as a runner because Reggie had talent, but just the overall better presence in that backfield, I feel like. And what a terrible snap. Goff just has to dive on the ball after a terrible snap that just ends up messing up everything there. I mean, good luck explaining that one to the coaching staff. We got about 6 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the first half. And so, it actually hit another player on that one. Wow, y'all got to get it together. As Kenneth says, I'm going to check the overall. I'm going to ask Google. I'm going to come back. All right, let us know when you come back. I'm trying to remember myself what overall that was. Because I think it was, yeah, let me know when you come back with that. Goff, 2nd and 20. Throws it to Gibbs. And so Gibbs is going to pick up a nice pickup on the play, actually 10 yards there. Okay, take it to the 17. Third down coming up. All right, bet. All right, so we got third down coming up here, and if you're Detroit, this is big here because I feel like if Detroit gets anything beyond 6 yards, they'll go for it on fourth down. I feel like they're being ultra aggressive here, and they know they're gonna have to score a touchdown if they want to win this game. But here we go, 5 wide here. Trips at the top of the screen. Take the snap, quick pass, gets the catch. Oh, he lost the ball. He lost the ball. He lost the ball. Are you serious? Are you serious? He fumbled the ball. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. That hurts. Wow. Wow. Old man Marvin Jones coughed it up and wow. That hurts. That hurts. Wow. I know Kenneth is happy about that though. And so Carmichael says his man Sky more time. Lewis says not in the red zone. He said that hurts. When you get to the red zone, you got to put points on the board. That does hurt. That does. Wow. But so far in this one, Jared Goff 11 to 14 for 117 yards through the air and a touchdown. But Marvin Jones comes back to Detroit to let them down once again in typical Detroit fashion. I mean, you just changed the culture, so you bring in one of the old Lions player who brings back the old culture. Hopefully that's not the storyline for them, but Marvin Jones, do better. Do better. Should have threw the ball to St. Brown, though. I'm just saying, should have threw it to him. Let's see, Viking says whoop whoop, and so he's celebrating about that. He's happy about that. So now, after the turnover, it's going to be Kansas City with the football. We're all tied up 7-7 right now. We got 9 votes in, and majority of the people believe that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this game. Let's see. Carmichael says, JB, did you see that Kenny got traded in fantasy? And so, yes, I did see that Kenny was a part of the trade. It was a multiplayer trade for both teams. I'm trying to remember the entire details of the trade. But yes, I do remember Kenny Pickett did get traded. So someone else believes in Kenny Pickett too. And so Lewis says, some tequila and squirt. Yes. But again, I mean, these quarters are going fast. Is it just me, or are these quarters going by fast? Kenneth says he's just back, and what a shocker. That's right, Kenneth. If you stepped away for a second, you may have missed it. But Marvin Jones coughed up the rock, and the Chiefs recovered it. So, how about that? How about that? So, first and 10 from their own, let's see, from their own 7-yard line after the fumble recovery. Tight end goes in motion. Feeds it to the back. Clyde Edwards-Helaire off the left side picks up 2 yards on the play. He's got 3 carries for 10 yards. And so let's see. Carmichael says, I'm going to see if they'll give Kenny Pickett for Wilson. And so, ooh, unless you're talking Garrett Wilson, I don't see that going through. And let's see. Kenneth is not happy. All right, so now we've got 2nd and 8 for the Chiefs offensively. Takes the snap. Mahomes steps up, pump fakes. He runs, slides, and picks up 3 yards on the play. That's going to make it third down coming up. If you're a Lions fan, you really want to get a stop here. You don't want this train to get going because once this offense starts picking up first downs, extremely hard to stop. So this could be big. Meanwhile, if you're the Chiefs, you don't want to punt the ball and give them good field position here. So let's see what happens here. Let's see, Mike says, if you stepped away for a second, you missed the quarter. These quarters are going by extremely fast here. I feel like we have a running clock going. Like, this is really fast, honestly. I'm like, we haven't even made it to like the hour point yet in terms of just, you know, since the game started. It hasn't even been an hour yet. Let's see, Carmack says this game is going faster than my first hour. And so, yeah, I mean, it really is. And that's just simply because they're running the ball, and both of these quarterbacks, like each of them only have 3 incompletions. So the clock is continuously running between the carries and the completions. We've only got each team to stop the ball really 3 times apiece with those incompletions. So because of the high completion percentage, because they're playing it safer, they're throwing those quick passes, and they're being accurate with it. So we're not getting a lot of clock stoppage so far in this one. Now, Kansas City did call a timeout here. That obviously stops the clock, but that's what's going on. But yeah, this clock is zooming. All right, let's see. You said Kansas City is 29th and Detroit is 28th overall. And so, okay, bet. Again, 4 minutes left to go here before the half. Let's see. Carmichael says Patrick should start throwing it to Sky more. You're that guy that sneaks into the locker room and you're like, hey, you got to throw it to my guy. Got to throw it to my guy. Let's see. You said my predictions for the Vikings and Bucks game. Let's see. On my prediction video, I believe that I had the Vikings win by a final score of 27-17 over the Bucks. And I think the Buccaneers get a touchdown late to get to that 17 point. So I think it'll be like 27-17. Let's see. Mike says we need Bojangles in Buffalo. And so, oh man, Mike, you remember when Bojangles was like the talk of the stream because I kept ordering Bojangles and stuff like that. Last year, like that was good times there, but I had to stop that. I had to stop that. Let's see. Carmichael says the Vikings lose 45-7. Ouch. If that's the case, then Mr. JB needs to start all his Buccaneer players because he got quite a few Buccaneer players in his fantasy team. He's got Chris Godwin, he's got Mike Evans, he's got Rashard White, and he's also got Baker Mayfield. So he's got 4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers on his roster. His fantasy team is pretty stacked, though. All right, but here we go back to the action here. 3rd and 5 for the Chiefs offensively. Mahomes takes the snap. Pressure's coming. Mahomes throws it deep. And Noah Gray just can't react to it properly. It's incomplete. And that is going to bring up 4th down. And something tells me that the Chiefs are not going to try a fake punt here. But you never know till you know. Let's see. Viking says, okay, good prediction. And so, absolutely. Let's see. You said, Carmichael, please don't. All right, here we go. 4th and 5. Punts on the way. Fair catch from his own 41-yard line. Let's see. Carmichael says, I'm going to tell Justin Jefferson if he lose, they win every other game and win the Super Bowl. Well, if that's the case, then shoot, the whole team will be on it then. Let's see. Mike says, hashtag cover Kelsey. It's the best coverage in the league, Mike, since he's not playing. I mean, that's the best coverage in the league. It's simply the fact that he's not in the game. All right, here we go. So we're going to see the Detroit Lions come back out here offensively, and this time, can they protect the football and finish the drive? Let us see. They've got Montgomery in the backfield, 3 receivers, 1 tight end from their own 41-yard line. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left to go here before the half. They're going to feed it to Montgomery, and Montgomery is going to fight forward here for an impressive 5 yards on the carry. 9 carries for 33 yards, but JB needs a touchdown from him. Carmichael says, nah, Vikings can't. All right, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here before the half. All right, one back in the backfield again. Three receivers, one tight end. Play fake. Golf throws it. Oh, it's incomplete there. Marvin Jones, the intended receiver. This is where they could have used a guy like Jameson Williams to go out there and add that second option there. But my man gambled away a couple games this season, so it cost him. 3rd and 5 coming up. Let's see. Kenneth says Kelsey is going to be wide open. Let's see. Carmichael says I was going to tell them they ain't actually going to win every other game, and so 3rd and 5. Golf looking at the shotgun, has to move around, and the pressure gets to him. The pressure gets to Golf there for the sack. And if you are Chris Jones watching from home, you are probably hoping that even though you want your team to obviously win, you're probably hoping that they don't get to the quarterback too many times and show that it can be done without you. All right, so we got 4th and 8 coming up. Again, 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go here before the half. Lions punt the ball. Caught from his own 16. Stumbling and brought down here at the 18-yard line, and that is where the Chiefs will take over. That is Richie James on the return, the former New York Giants receiver. And so let's see. Viking says, okay, you caught me there. You say undefeated season is the floor for the Vikings record. All right now, all right. Let's not go insane with the hype trains now. Let's not do that. Unless this is one of those times where it's like Michael Jordan was when he's like the ceiling is the floor and stuff like that. One of those weird statements. All right, but here we go for the Chiefs offensively. They're going to go 5 wide here from their own 18-yard line. Let's see what Pat Mahomes can do here. Look at Pat moving around. Pat throws it. He gets the completion to his rookie. I was about to say his new favorite weapon out there, but it might just be. It might just be. He's got 2 catches, 26 yards, and a touchdown. And so that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here with 1 minute 54 seconds left to go before the half. Let's see. Kenneth says, yeah, Justin Jefferson is crazy with his dance gritty. And so, oh, you already know. You already know. I was really hoping that the Vikings go ahead and pay my man because I really want to see how much money he's going to get. And I just want to see my man get his money right now. You know, the NFL season, long season, knock on wood, he stay healthy out there. But I want to see my man go out there and get paid because he is the top receiver in the game. So let's let him get paid like it. Let's see, Carmichael says, I'm starting to think Patrick just doesn't want me to win fantasy. He heard everything you said about him. Everything that you said about Patrick, he knows what you said. He knows. And so that is why he's avoiding this guy more like the plague out there. Let's see, Braden says, no, no, no. Let's see, Viking says, you're winning in fantasy by 37. And so does your opponent have anybody playing at the time, at this time? Speaking of fantasy, now I've got to check my fantasy team again. Man, the simple fact is I need some touchdowns from David Montgomery. At least get me 1 touchdown. Can you do that for me? And I'm going to need the Chiefs to get 2 field goals before the night's done. I'm going to need that. Best believe that. I'm going to need 2 field goals from him. Let's see. Mike says, who's the best, A.J. Brown or Justin Jefferson? Give me Justin Jefferson. Give me Justin Jefferson in that one. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some A.J. Brown. I do. If I can put him on the Patriots, absolutely I would. But give me Justin Jefferson. I mean, Justin Jefferson, he is that guy. That's just he's just that guy. He's just that guy. But A.J. Brown, extremely good as well. No knock against him. Kenneth says Vikings, who is good, Justin Jefferson or Jamar? And so between those two, well, that question was directed there for Vikings there, but I mean between those two, I personally love Justin Jefferson over Jamar Chase, and I'm not just saying that because it's popular opinion. I think it's actually the case there that he's above Jamar Chase, but I love Jamar Chase game as well. But you put JJ out there and the consistency in which he goes out there and perform, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Carmichael says, I'm gonna need Justin Fields to get like 50 points. Let's see. Viking says, did you see Joe Burrow is the highest paid NFL player ever with 275 million and 219 million guaranteed? I appreciate you dropping the guaranteed part there because I didn't get to see the guaranteed part. JB literally finished working like about a good hour before the stream and stuff like that, so I didn't get to see all of that. Meanwhile, Mahomes taking a deep shot and threw it to three defenders there, and he was trying to target Richie James. And so, yeah, that was not the best idea. But congratulations to Joe Burrow. As an Ohio State Buckeye fan, I mean, I'm just saddened that Urban Meyer couldn't see his potential back then and that he had to go to LSU to showcase it. But that being the case, he deserves it. He deserves it. He almost won a Super Bowl without any offensive lineman blocking for him, so he deserves it. Kenneth says, whoa, what? And so, yep. As Carmichael says, you also have the Lions kicker. Meanwhile, pass there to his rookie receiver, Rashid Rice, who picks up 3 yards on the play. That's his third catch. He's got 29 yards in this one and a touchdown. So we got 3rd and 7 coming up. Let's see. Viking says, Kenneth, both. I mean, both are good, but if we're talking about who better, then we already know. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. Mahomes steps up, makes the throw, gets the completion there, but there's a penalty here. And it looks like it's going to be on the offense here for holding. Let's see. Kenneth says, how about Jalen Hurts? And so I love Jalen Hurts. I do love Jalen Hurts. He's got the intangibles. Some guys don't have intangibles. He's the complete opposite of Jay Cutler. Complete opposite of Jay Cutler. And I know there's no reason for me to throw Jay Cutler under the bus, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because when I think of a quarterback who's the complete opposite of a leader, I think Jay Cutler. In terms of just, I mean, I could say Johnny Manziel, but Jay Cutler wasn't like in trouble for doing anything bad or nothing like that. He was just a bad leader. He just wasn't very vocal. He was just kind of standoffish. Well, Jalen Hurts is the opposite. He's in there working out with the guys. He's going to give you everything he's got. And he's a true leader that you can count on. You give him his money, he's still going to go out there and work just as hard. All right, we got a timeout called here by Kansas City right now. And they are facing 3rd and 17 from their own 36-yard line. Let's see. Viking says, we know who the GOAT is. And you said Kirko Chains. Let's see. Are you guys really going to keep him beyond this season is the question. Let's see. Carmichael says, throw it to Sky Moore. You said Sky Moore is up for trade, JB. The game's not done yet. He got a whole second half. All he's got to do is go out there and get like a 60-yard touchdown, and then he'll be off the market again. Jesse Kenneth says, how Kirk is overrated. And so he says that Kirk is overrated. 3rd and 17 from their own 36-yard line here. Gray goes in motion for the Chiefs. Lions send 4. Mahomes throws it, and oh, what a catch right there by M. I'm sorry, that's not MVS. Was that Watson there, or yeah, that's Watson. Wow. And that was MVS there. JB's tripping, y'all. All right, but they're going to snap the ball from the Lions' 30-yard line. And he's going to throw it. And that right there is to Watson. Picks up 26 yards. So Mahomes right there picking up back-to-back chunk plays. As he looked to the sideline and said, you guys thought I wouldn't be the same without my weapons? He says, try that again. Big-time play. Let's see. Lewis says, come on, Kansas City. Mike says Jalen Hurts is the true leader. Has backup, his backup not so much. That's a great observation right there. All right, here we go. First and goal. Mahomes looking. Mahomes slings it, and he gets the touchdown to Blake Bell. So Blake Bell out here ringing bells for a touchdown. 6 plays, 82 yards, a minute and 28 seconds in terms of time of possession. Phoenix says press that like button. Appreciate that, Phoenix. Absolutely. Be sure to press that like button if you haven't already. For sure, guys. Viking says Kenneth, his heart is struck. Carl Michael says Patrick is throwing it to everyone except Sky Moore. Kenneth says, okay, you got a chance, Lewis. Viking says Patrick Mahomes is hurting your team right now. Oh, man. Lewis is happy. Kenneth says, how Vikings? And so I'm assuming you're going against him in fantasy football right now. You have to be. But I tell you what, though, I need some field goals right now. They're all smiling. I need the Chiefs to kick some field goals right now. All right, Kansas City calls their final timeout. Patrick Mahomes rallying the troops right now. Again, he is 12 of 17 for 147 yards and 2 touchdowns. They said he couldn't do it without Tyreek, and he did it. They say he can't do it without Travis Kelce, but he's out here balling without him now. What more does this guy have to prove? Kenneth says, yes, sir. Yes. And now time for the extra point. Give me an extra point here. Extra point is good. All right, 14-7. So Patrick Mahomes out here side-arming it and just throwing it to, as literally as Carmichael just said, throwing it to everybody except Sky Moore. Wow. To think that MVS is 2 catches for 48 yards. I know that fantasy leagues everywhere is going to be trying to pick this man up. Carmichael says he doesn't care. Sky Moore's getting off his team. Viking says, go Chiefs. And we have 34 seconds before we reach halftime. The Chiefs have scored 14 unanswered points in this one. So with 34 seconds and 2 timeouts here for Detroit, let's see how they play things when they get the football back. With 34 seconds on the clock, can they at least get into field goal range? Kenneth says, okay, we up by 7. All I need, you Kansas City, is to keep it up. And so, hey, they up. Patrick Mahomes, he's fired up already. It may be week 1, but he's fired up. Mahomes, two passing touchdowns here, 147 yards through the air. He's also the Chiefs' leading rusher in this one as well. 4 carries, 27 yards. So Patrick Mahomes getting it done. Lewis says the Lions are going to come away with points. Are we projecting that, or are we hoping that that's the case, Lewis? Lewis is like, he hopes that they run that play. What's that play that the Raiders ran many years ago, a couple of years ago actually, where they blitzed like everybody in the secondary, I think. I forget who they were playing against, but they blitzed almost everybody on like the final play of the game for some odd reason and ended up losing. Let's see. Phoenix says, are the Chiefs wearing all red for Thursday? And so, you know what? I believe so. Carmichael says, once again, that this is why he dislikes Patrick Mahomes. What's there to dislike about? Meanwhile, JB better get ready for my pick'ems at halftime. You say you're not wearing red, you're wearing blue? Can it just because you're cheering for the other team, then they lose? And so, gotcha. Nice strategy. All right, so we got 14-7. Again, football, NFL on a Thursday. Kickoff on the way. No return here, so Detroit will take over from their own 25-yard line with 34 seconds to go. Let's see, do they play it aggressive or do they play it conservative? And this is Detroit. They're going to want to take a chance, I promise you that. So they're going to be aggressive. You say you're up by 14 now, Mahomes. How many points does he have right now by himself? Out of the shotgun from his own 25-yard line. Throws it, gets the completion at the 30. If you're going to do it, then do it. They call a timeout. Yeah, if you're going to do it, you got to run some plays to the outside and at least a little bit further than 5 yards if you're going to get in field goal range here before the half. Let's see. Matt says Mahomes best quarterback by a lot. Kenneth says LOL Vikings. Let's see. Phoenix says I'm Kenzie Local. I am wearing my blue KC Royals litten. So, hey, there it is. There it is. There it is. What a wonderful time to be down there. 2nd and 5 here for the Detroit Lions. All right, let's see what they call here. The Chiefs are showing pressure. Lions are looking. Throws it, gets the completion there to the tight end, and he's going to be a yard shy of that first down marker. So we got 3rd and short coming up. And Detroit's going to use their final timeout. I'm not in love with how they're managing the clock right now, because if you're going to try to score before the half, then let's try to score before the half. Stop with the 5-yard plays, 4-yard plays, and having to burn a timeout when you could have used those timeouts. And now you've got to try to, go up there, run up and spike it and stuff like that if you do get a completion. So let's see how they play this one out. All right, here we go. 3rd and 1. Golf throws it, gets the completion, and that's Josh Reynolds with the catch. They're hurrying up to the line here. 10 seconds, 8 seconds, and they spike the ball. See, now you have to go for, well, you honestly probably don't necessarily, with 7 seconds, you probably can run an out route, something like that, and pick up, take off about 5 seconds off the clock. But I just don't like the clock management at the beginning of the drive there. I feel like it could have been handled a little bit better by Detroit. Lewis says at least a field goal. Let's see, Vikings says Mahomes best quarterback alongside Kirk. Alongside Kirk. Let's see, Kenneth says Vikings, guess what, Kirk? Get his throw from Patrick Mahomes. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10, and Goff's going to throw it incomplete. Now, that only took 2 seconds off the clock there. Only took 2 seconds off the clock. So I'd run a similar type of play to someone other than Marvin Jones, preferably. All right, so we got 3rd and 10. Let's see, Lewis says, geez, catch that. And so Lewis wants him to catch that. All right, 3rd and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Quick pass, deflected. Deflected. And so Carl Aftis, the former Purdue Boilermaker, out there making a play. He said, I'll take that. What rookie are you guys most excited to see in this first week of the NFL season? What rookie, could be any round, obviously, but what rookie are you guys most excited about seeing this week 1? All right, 4th and 10. Goff is just going to throw it up there and throw that one away. Okay. And that's going to take us to halftime here. And at the half, Kansas City leading this one 14-7. 14-7. JB did not remember to bring his tablet, so I cannot take a deep dive through the stats right now. So I apologize about that. But the leading guys right now, Jared Goff, 14-22 for 135 yards and a touchdown. On the ground for Detroit, David Montgomery has 9 carries for 33 yards. And receiving wise, Amare St. Brown has 4 catches for 48 yards and a touchdown. For Kansas City, their leaders, Patrick Mahomes, 12 of 17 for 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, Patrick Mahomes is also leading them in rushing as well for four carries, 27 yards. And receiving wise, MVS, 2 catches, 48 yards. All right, let's see. Mike says Dalton Kincaid. Okay. Carmichael says Skyward better get some catches soon. Carmichael says probably any Steelers rookie. And so for me, I'm ready for my own team to see Demarius Douglas out there at receiver. I've heard nothing but praise from him, well, for him from the New England Patriots. And so I want to see what's so special about this kid to where we didn't even get to see him that much in preseason because we already basically treat him like a veteran, in which we don't even treat some veterans that way. So I'm excited to see him go out there. Or they call him Pop. Let's see. Viking says, I'll be back when the third quarter starts. See ya. And so appreciate that. The heads up there. And speaking of which, this is the perfect time for JB to do a quick pick 'em here and see if I like any of the stat lines here at halftime. And also check out my fantasy team as well. But finally, we have college football. We've got the NFL. This makes JB happy here. This makes JB really happy to know that we have all these games lined up. All right, so second half, Jameer Gibbs can use a touchdown there. And Harrison Butker. I'm gonna need the Chiefs kicker to get me 2 field goals. And so that's what I'm gonna need. All right, but again, we are currently right now at halftime. All right, let's see, Lewis. Hey, you handle that, Lewis. You handle that with all the drinking that you've been doing and stuff like that. We understand that. We understand that. Let's see. Kenneth says, JB, who's your best rapper? And so, best all time rapper. And so, that right there is quite the question there. Quite the question there. For me, I mean, my all time favorite has always been, like, I have to say, legendary Tupac there, right at the top there. And then aside from him, I'm trying to think, because after that, it's like my 2 and 3. That's a very good question. I've never made my top five, honestly. I've always just been like Tupac and everybody else. And so, but curious as to yours. Now, again, that's my all-time list. If we're talking currently, JB wouldn't have a list for that. All right, let's see. JB get these picks in before they try to take them off the board here. All right, let's see. Maybe you guys can help JB out with this. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, I can see David Montgomery doing that. Oh man, hey, that's a great choice right there, Kenneth. A great choice right there. Man, I mean, cause like he probably was in my playlist like the most like over the last couple of years and stuff like that. Like honestly, everything I heard from him, it just made it in my playlist. And so, and I'm someone that generally like my taste in music has evolved so much to where it's probably so many different genres. Like before, it was mostly just pure like rap and hip hop, but now it's just so diverse now. But every time I was always constantly like fully invested, fully invested. Let's see, Carmack says Kanye before he said what he said. And so now he did have a little error. Now he did have a little error. That I ain't gonna lie about that. I'm not gonna lie about that. And so speaking of rappers, though, who do you guys think is the most overrated rapper of all time? Most overrated. Meanwhile, JB's still over here looking at these pickums, trying to figure this out. Hmm. I will say. Let's see. Mad says Jake. I'm sorry, Drake. Says Drake. Okay, okay. Carmichael says Playboy Cardi's overrated. Let's see. Carmichael says you listen to Juice World and rap like, oh yes, Juice World also. Yes, yes. Those two right there, honestly, yes. Like those two all in my playlist for sure. Hmm. Oh man, JB's really out here just like JB's out here thinking like, yo, these are some good options they got out there. I ain't gonna lie, these are some good options to choose from. One would have to assume that MVS is gonna get another catch. One would assume that. Okay, okay, Kenneth. Okay. Hey, that's a great option. I'm not gonna lie, that's a great option. They better stop going up on the stat line. I know that much. All right, I'm gonna go David Montgomery, 56. I think David Montgomery can get that. What about Jameer Gibbs? Oh man, these are some real decisions here. You know what? I might just get y'all to help JB out with this. Y'all think David Montgomery's gonna reach 57 yards on the ground? Just give me a yes or no if you think David Montgomery will reach. He's got 33 right now. I think he'll get over 57 yards, or at least at 57 yards here. I think so. But I think so. Let's see. All right, Lewis says yes. So Lewis, guide me through this. Guide me through this. All right. So what about Jameer Gibbs? Do you think that he'll exceed a total of 70 yards in the game? Like rushing and receiving. Will he get to at least 70 for Jameer Gibbs? He's currently at 36 total. So, hmm, let's see. Mm, this is tough. This is real tough. Yeah, this is super tough. Comeback says I can't say rap song, but what's your favorite rap song? You say okay by Snoop Dogg. Okay, bet. All right, so I'll take the over for David Montgomery. Jameer Gibbs. Hmm. I don't know, cause like he got 36. Can he get to 70? I feel like he can, but I don't know. Lewis says it's going to be an offensive game in the second half, and so well if that's the case, what about Jared Goff? Y'all think Jared Goff will finish with more than 287 yards passing? He's currently at 135. I think I feel more confident in the fact that Jared Goff will probably have more pass attempts in the second half, but will he have at least 43 pass attempts is the question. Hmm. Let's see. Sam Laporta should be over. Let's see. Brandon says yes, yes. Okay, okay, okay. All right, so right now I've got two that I'm going with. I'm about to say that they take away Kansas City. All right, so let's see. Patrick Mahomes and company. All right, what about Isaiah Pacheco? Do y'all think Isaiah Pacheco will stay under like 38 yards rushing? He's got 9 yards rushing so far. It seems like they're going to continue to mix in Clyde Edwards-Helaire and him plus McKinnon, and it doesn't seem like Pacheco is getting too much on the ground. So will he be under 38? Let's see. Lewis says you got golf at over 250. And so Sky Moore says he Carmichael says Sky Moore better be a part of the offense. And so all right, so you say Kenneth, you say yeah, you think that he'll be under 38 yards the rest of the way, just rushing? 'Cause I feel like he'll be under. I do. Just because they're gonna continue to mix in different backs. And right now, Patrick Mahomes, he's running it himself also. But I guess once if they have the lead late in the game, I don't know. I don't know, but perhaps. All right, so the under, okay, okay. Carmack says I don't want to be responsible for you. Well, the way JB's luck has been going is, you know, you know, you know. Let's see who else. What about? I think MVS can get another 13 yards. I mean, that's reasonable to think that MVS will get another 13 yards. Lewis says he'll take that Montgomery over, and so oh yeah, I did that. I did that. And so I'm gonna take MVS to at least get me 13 more yards here. He's got 48. Can he get to 61? I think MVS can do it. He should be able to do it. Let's see. What else? One more stat line is all I need. What about Jerick McKinnon rushing stats? Like they're doing them dirty. They got it at 7.5. And so do you guys think that Jerick McKinnon's going to get any rushing attempts in the second half? Like any at all? I know that they'll use him a lot in the pass game, but I don't know how much they'll use him in the ground game. Let's see, Kenneth says, yeah. So you think that he will be utilized in the ground game to where he'll finish over at 8 yards, or at least at 8 yards on the ground from 0 to 8? Or maybe I should choose a Patrick Mahomes type of stat. These are some big decisions here. Hmm. All right, so I think I'm gonna avoid that one. That feels like the kind of one that I normally will get wrong, and it'll do the opposite of whichever one I pick. All right, so Patrick Mahomes, 282 yards. Are we feeling? I hate to take the under. I do hate to take the under in that scenario with Mahomes. Up and oh man, don't tell me it's halftime over already. But in that case, JB may be out of time. Yep, JB may be out of time. Oh, well, looks like I took too long. Well, anyways, back to the action here, and the Chiefs take over from their own 25-yard line, and Pacheco gets the carry for 2 yards on the play. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8 out of the shotgun. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Mahomes looking, throws it to Pacheco, and he gets the first down. Excellent job on that play. Yeah, my phone's acting real funny right now. Let's see. Kenneth says, we good? You're not mad? Bet, bet, bet. Well, better luck next time, I guess. And Pacheco is being assisted off, which is not a good sign there, considering he was dealing with some injuries throughout the preseason. But good news is he is walking himself off, of course. Let's see, Kenneth says, don't test his patience. All right, meanwhile, that pass right there, incomplete. And that time you see Aiden Hutchinson getting after it. All right, so that time Mahomes just had to throw it, but here we go, shotgun formation here from their own 37-yard line. Looking in the shotgun, throws it over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Blake Bell was the intended tight end on the play. Third down coming up. So we got 3rd and 10 coming up. Let's see. Lewis says Patrick threw it to Kelsey, but he's not there. Viking says back until 9. Well, we're glad to have you. Kenneth says please don't. Carmichael says throw it to Sky Moore. I forgot Sky Moore was out there at this point. I started to take the under on Sky Moore, Carmichael. I started to, but I said let me not. Mahomes throws it, gets the completion to Gray. 2 yards on the play. 4th down coming up. So 4th and 8 for their own 39-yard line. You say you would have been better starting Justin Watson. Punt on the way. Fair catch stumbled, and it's caught at their own 6-yard line. So Detroit will take over from their own 6. And let's see what they do here in the second half. But man, halftime went by fast. First half went by fast. Let's see. Carmichael says should have started Rashid Rice out there. It would have definitely played off, though. I promise you that, though. It would have. But there's no way we would have known that. I'm just glad that it wasn't me to have to make that decision, though, because Sky Moore gave you nothing. And you say you also started Detroit's kicker, correct? Well, at least you got a point. Let's see. Viking says, yeah, I looked at the clock and I was like, dang, halftime is up. Yeah, I didn't even get to finish my pick'ems. I had just selected the last player, and the next thing I know, they're over here talking about, oh, too late, too late. I'm like, dang. So I'm like, okay, it's cool though. Probably prevent me from making a mistake anyways. And again, we are at the commercial here. Hey, what do y'all think? Because the next time I stream, it will be Texas and Alabama. But what do you guys think about the Colorado and Nebraska game and stuff like that? Does anybody have Nebraska actually winning that matchup? Perhaps Lewis, you think that Nebraska will win, perhaps? Let's see, Lewis says no comment yet. No comment. Braden says go Colorado. Meanwhile, Goff throws it. That's going to be incomplete to Jones, and Jones has just been. I mean, Jones. He has a couple catches, but man, has he been more negative than positive for this team? All right, here we go. One back in the backfield here from their own 7 yard line, and they're going to give it to Montgomery of the middle, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there is a penalty though. There is a penalty. Let's see. Braden says fight. Kyle Mike says I can't with the Chiefs, JB. They know how you feel about them. They know how you feel about them. So yeah, they're not going to do you any favors. But this is just like wow, unnecessary roughness, huh? Offsetting penalties though. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation here for the Lions. Pressure by the Chiefs. Goff throws it and it's completed there to his rookie tight end. Picks up 4 yards, but that's it. The Detroit Lions will have to punt the ball or at least give the impression that they're going to punt the ball. But even from here, I doubt they'll go for another fake punt. So, punt team coming on. Let's see, Brandon says Sam Laporte is having a nice game. And so, yes. Carmichael says, yes, maybe Sky Moore will get a catch. Carmichael, I mean, at some point you're like, it's gotta happen, right? It's gotta happen at some point. At some point, it's just gotta happen. Punts on the way. All right, let's see what this offense does and what they're made out of. Kenneth says, LOL. Let's see. Lewis says, Bears watching golf closely. Carmichael says, Mahomes has thrown a pass to 7 different receivers and tight ends, and none of them have been Sky Moore. And so, well, it seems like JB was still able to submit his picks. And so for the final pick, I had to make a change. So I took the under on Sky Moore because Sky Moore hasn't done anything. Now, watch the moment that I finally took the under on Sky Moore, now he's going to go out there and get the over. So you can thank me in advance, Carmichael, because things are about to change because I took the under for Sky Moore, which means he literally cannot do anything the rest of the way. Let's see. I took the under on Jared Goff passing. Took the over on David Montgomery, so I hope he can get me another 23 yards before it's all said and done. MVS can use a couple yards from him. And Sam Laporta. Please get me some more yards. Bessie Carmichael says, thank you, JB. And so, yeah, he already knows. He already knows what this means. In addition to that, I mean, I can still use the Chiefs kicker to get me two more field goals the rest of the way. Like, I still need that. Let's see. You say you hope he goes out there and scores. I hope he scores like on a 1 yard from the 1 yard line. I'll give him that, a 1 yard touchdown. I'll give him that. Let's see, from MVS, I can use a good like 11 yards from MVS. So I hope he gets another deep completion. All right, Skymore goes in motion. They fake it to the back, looking, throws it, and is incomplete. Kadarius Toney, the intended receiver on the play. Let's see, Carmichael says you got 1.40 points. I don't mean to laugh, but ouch. Kenneth says Eagles is on top. Lewis says you're liking Nebraska. Okay, so you're liking Nebraska plus 3.5. Okay, they give it to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he picks up 4 yards off the right guard. We got third down coming up for the Kansas City offense, 3rd and 6 from the Chiefs' 46-yard line. Good time to look for our guy MVS. Okay, so we got 3rd and 6. Tight end goes in motion. Mahomes is looking. Mahomes throws it, and it's picked off. It is picked off, and that's going to be a pick six. Brian Branch, the rookie from Alabama, takes it to the house. Braden says no. Wow. Wow. And let's see, Lewis says he needed that. He'll take it. How he get it? Carmichael says Mahomes throws an INT. At least the Chiefs get the ball back. That's one way to look at it. And that time, Kadarius Toney just dropped the ball like it bit him on the thumb or something. Let's see, Kenneth says, me too, Lewis. And so, oh man, that's tough. Lewis says that's on the receiver. Extra point is good. That should get you an extra point right there, Carmichael, through the extra point. Big time play. Kenneth says, oh wow, you say your patience is boiling. And so, oh, I can imagine. Kenneth. This is, you hate to see a pick six, especially when it's not your quarterback fault, but unfortunately it goes down his stat line. Let's see, Carmichael says Mahomes should have thrown it to Sky Moore. It wouldn't have been an INT. He should have thrown it to MVS. That's what he should have did. Let's see, Phoenix says, I think Sky Moore only career touchdown was in the Super Bowl. And so, oh wow, was it really? Was it really only in the Super Bowl? Oh wow. Well, that made things a little bit more interesting to say the least. But again, as Carmichael pointed out, this keeps the ball away from Detroit and David Montgomery, in which I need him to get some more yards. Let's see, Phoenix says he believes Zoe. And so in the Zoe, what's good with ya? What's good with ya? And so this may be the Lions and Chiefs tonight, but we've got another Minnesota Viking fan up in here. And so how about that? The Vikings are coming out tonight. But how are you doing? Let's see, Carmichael says Sky Moore better get touchdowns. Speaking of which, in the zone, do you have any players playing on either team tonight for your fantasy team? Let's see, Kenneth says you're asleep right now. Let's see, Brandon says the Packers could have had Brian Branch. You guys could have, but you didn't. And I know that has to hurt. But what a big time play. I mean, they brought him in for that reason. That's his offensive coordinator saying, you know, Sky Moore's in the game, right? Like, let's see, and Zoe says, nah, nobody, I ain't play your Kansas City receiver. And so sounds like a smart man there. Smart man right there. Okay, bet. Carmichael should have taken your example there. He started Sky Moore, and Sky Moore right now with 0 receiving yards. I learned my lesson a long time listening to those Yahoo projections and stuff like that. Like they will tell you a guy going to go out there and ball, and he may not even touch the field. Let's see. All right, so here we go out of the shotgun. Fakes it to Pacheco. Throws it to him. And he's going to pick up 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 3 coming up. So you bench your Kansas City receiver. Carmichael says you have Sky Moore in the trade block. You would trade him mid-game if you could. You would trade him mid-game if you could. All right, so we got 2nd and 3 from their own 32-yard line, and they feed it to Pacheco. And Pacheco up the middle picks up 3 yards, and that's going to be enough for the first down. 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. And again, thanks to that pick 6, we are all tied up 14-14. Tight end goes in motion. Play fake. Mahomes looking, steps up, throws it, and it's incomplete. So you guess you'll be only one in fantasy. Let's see, Kenneth says, please, Kansas City, don't make me hit you. And so Kenneth is getting violent right now with his team. But man, I mean, that was ouch. All right, let's see what the Chiefs do here. It is 2nd and 10. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Looking, throws it, and it's going to be completed to Richie James, who picks up 6 yards on the play. Let's see. Carmichael's losing his cool right now. He said, JB, we are allowed to tank in fantasy. We are not allowed to tank in fantasy at all. But man, this is harsh. All right, let's see what happens here. Third down. Mahomes moving, throws it. Oh, and that was intended for Sky Moore. Kenneth says, Patrick, you're making me feel bad. Carmichael says, no, why do you throw it to him high? And that's going to be an incompletion here, and the Chiefs will end up punting the ball. I'm surprised they didn't call a flag on that hit on Mahomes there, but they normally do. So the Chiefs will punt the ball, and we're all tied up 14-14. Punts on the way. And the Lions catch it from their own 1 yard line. He's at the 10, 15, brought down at the 17-yard line. So this is where the Detroit Lions will take over with the football. Let's see, as Zoe says, you like your fantasy team this week? And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I gotta take another look and see your team again. But that's what's up. Nothing like starting off the season 1-0. Kenneth says, JB, hold me back. And so, all right, JB Nation, we got to hold Kenneth back right now. He's about to let loose. And as they like to say on Undisputed, he's about to unleash on these guys right now. So we don't want him to do that now. Let's see. Carmichael says, Braden don't even. Braden says, hey, Carmichael, who could have caught that pass? He said that would have given you points. Let's see. Braden says, Kenneth, are you a Chiefs fan? Let's see. Kenneth says, run by runs, Patrick. And the Zoe says, you had Ross on the lineup, but you benched him. And so, has Justin Ross even entered the game at this point? Like, on a serious note, has he even entered the game and been targeted at all? Maybe he didn't. I just didn't notice it. But you made the right decision. You made the right decision. Let's see. Braden is loving it. Carmichael says, my kicker has the most points on your team. And so, oh man, that's tough. You need Detroit to get some field goals. That's what you need. Let's see. And Zoe says, ain't good, ain't like my first round pick, but it wasn't me, so you still got faith. And so I got you there. I got you there. Who were you trying to draft with your first pick if you would have been able to do it yourself? Who were you going to take in that scenario? And again, we are currently at the commercial here with 8 minutes and 36 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. And we'll get to see the Detroit Lions offense come out here. And now that we're all tied up, I'm pretty sure that Dan Campbell's going to want to get a heavy dose of that run game. Let's see. Michael says, JB, you want Sky Moore? Not at this moment. Not at this moment. I wouldn't trade a flat tire for him at this moment right now. Because if he can't perform with Kelsey being out, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm good. I'm good. JB is good. JB want consistency. That's what I want. Maybe you can trade him the old man. Maybe you can trade him the old man. Let's see. Kenneth says, no, I want Kansas City versus the Eagles so the Eagles can get their revenge. And the Zoe says, he said, anybody but who I got? Bet. All right, here we go. Golf and Company from their own 22-yard line. And they give it to Gibbs on the end around, who's going to pick up 6 yards on the play. All right, so Gibbs comes to the sideline now. And again, on that play, they had both Gibbs and Montgomery out there at the same time. All right, David Montgomery, I need you to give me like a big 20-yarder here. Play fake, looking, throws it to St. Brown, who gets an 18-yard catch and a first down for the offense. Let's see, Kenneth says, for the Super Bowl reminder, last Super Bowl, you say, let's see, come back and says, I'll offer old man a trade. Oh, yes, but we got 13 votes in, and 77% believe the Kansas City Chiefs will win this game. Well, we're all tied up right now. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes it to the back, looking, throws it. It's caught by the tight end who goes a little airborne there, picks up 12 yards on the play. Let's go. Let's go. And so we got Fortnite here in the crew. What's good with you? How are you doing? I hope all is well. Referees are discussing here. Defensive holding is going to be the call here, and they will opt to decline that, obviously. After that big time play to the rookie tight end, I can't blame them. All right, we good with that. We good with that. I picked up 12 yards. I think I needed him to get like 14 yards. Let me see. Because I took the over on him. And once they update it, I'll see what they did there. All right, meanwhile here, from the Chiefs 42-yard line, and they give it to Jahmyr Gibbs on the carry. He's going to pick up 2 yards. He heads to the sideline here. Let's see. Kenneth says, what up, Firecracker? Let's see. Fortnite says, good. Bet, bet. All right, so out of the shotgun here for the Detroit Lions. Receiver goes in motion. Quick pass there to Brown. Brown trying to create some space there. Takes on the contact. Picks up about a good 5 yards on the play. But that's going to bring up fourth down here. 4th and 3 from the Kansas City 40-yard line. Let's see. Kenneth says big time players make big time plays. And so, hey, let's see. Brandon says, seeing Laporta playing good makes me mad because Iowa didn't use him correctly. I mean, Iowa did the best that they could do. The best that they could do. And so the punt picked up at the 10-yard line. And that's where the Chiefs will take over with the football. Oh, man, I needed like now I need 2 more yards from Sam. Okay, so I can get that out. A little bit concerned about David Montgomery right now because he needs to get some carries, get some yards, at least get me 12 yards this quarter at least. At least. Let's see. Braden says, no, you don't want you don't want Sky Moore. Michael said, oh man, rejected it. Oh man, this is bad, real bad. Let's see. Kenneth says yes. Carmichael says it was Sky Moore for his backup defense. And so stop it. His backup defense? Wow. Wow. That's insane. That's insane. I mean, why don't you try, let's see, who else in our league? Try One Piece or something like that. Her team has made like a lot of trades so far this off season. Well, this season. Oh man, just message me on Twitter. He said either you hate Sky Moore or you're crazy. One of the two. Oh boy. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. right, so I'm feeling good right now about where golf's at. As long as he doesn't have a big play, he should be good. Sky Moore's just not getting any targets. Um, let's see. From the Chiefs' perspective, though, I need MVS to just go ahead and get me another 11 yards real quick. If he can do that for me, I'll be happy. Let's see. Carmichael says, I'll try to trade Sky Moore and Russell Wilson for Kenny Pickett and someone else. Braden says, LOL. Carmichael says, dang, he's down bad. And they give it to Pacheco, and Pacheco picks up 3 yards off the right guard there. 2nd and 7 coming up. Let's see. Kenneth says, it's okay. If we can just go back in time, whoever you benched in favor of Sky Moore, if you could only undo it, that's a shame. Tight end goes in motion, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. From their own 13, Mahomes pump fakes, Mahomes look in, Mahomes scrambles, and Mahomes get hit by Big 94 on that play, but he picks up the first down. 9 yards on the scramble. He's got 5 carries for 36 yards. He doesn't mind getting it down on the ground. He doesn't mind one bit. Takes a snap, fakes it to the back. Mahomes looking, throws it to Pacheco again, and Pacheco making moves, making plays out there. He's about half a yard shy of that first down marker. Picked up 9 yards on the play. So I guess when in need, who you're gonna call? Check down Pacheco. Let's see. Kenneth says, JB, you know how to bazooka. And let's see, Carmichael says, now old man's trying to fix me. He wants Swift and more for his kicker and defense. Oh man. Oh man. All right, we got Mahomes up under center here. Feeds it to the back, and he's going to pick up 3 yards there. So Pacheco's getting a ton of carries, and I'm happy that the app had froze and it did not let me take the under for Pacheco because it seems like they're going to run him a lot in the second half. He's got 7 carries though for 20 yards, but if he keeps running the ball the rest of the way and they're utilizing him like this, that could definitely change. Could definitely. It's all right, Kenneth. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, so play fake, throws it deep. Oh, this is going to be an incompletion, but there's going to be a flag. Gonna be a flag. And again, Justin Watson. He's treating Justin Watson as if Justin Watson is Christian Watson out there. That's what he's treating him like. He better target MVS a couple times so that I get my number. I know that much. What? Yeah, I've got a couple guys that's within target here. Let's see. Kenneth says Rick and Mark. Let's see. Braden says, dang, I didn't realize there was some big trades in the league. And so, yeah, yeah. Play fake, looking, on the move, still looking, throws it short to Bell, and Bell's going to pick up 8 yards on the play. I should have known that they're not going to target MVS again. So excellent job on the check down. Throws it behind Sky Moore. That's going to be incomplete. Hey, at least he targeted Sky Moore. And so let's see. Kenneth says that's his uncle. And then Carmichael says, no, Sky Moore catch the ball. Braden says Sky Moore with another drop. And Kenneth just has to LOL that one because there's not much else he can say right now watching his team. Bring out the field goal unit. JB has the Chiefs kicker. He can use a good 3 points. All right, Chiefs take the snap. Mahomes throws it over the middle, and it is incomplete. Aiming it for Kadarius Toney, and it's incomplete. Says how many drops does he have? And so Sky has, how many drops he got right now? Like 2 drops? Two. It has to be 2 drops because he has not been targeted, but maybe 2 or 3 times. So it's got to be like 2 drops. And so Kenneth says, yeah, trust him. And so Carmichael says he quit, y'all. He quit. And so I do get a field goal here. Okay, and besides the fact that he's my kicker in fantasy, I took the over on a smaller one in which he would have 2 field goals at least in this game. So I needed to get me 1 more field goal before it's said and done. But that's 3 points right there. That's going to help my fantasy team out a little bit, considering where we were at. Let's see. Carmichael says One Piece better accept your trade offer. And so now we are currently at the commercial here. So nice, nice. That gives me some points there. That's nice. Let's see, Austin says, but of course you're kicking. Carmichael says, yeah, and throw it to Sky Moore. And so now let's not do that now. Let's throw it to MVS. I need MVS to get me another at least 12, 13 plays. Phoenix says JB field goal. Somebody happy for JB. I appreciate that. Says agreed you love Sky Moore. And so hey, he can get all the catches he wants after this one, but JB needs to win his pick'em, so I need Sky Moore not to. Sorry about that, Carmichael, but he wasn't performing. I had no other choice. So Lewis says 3, and so I need 3 more from him though. If he can get me 3 more, I'll be a happy man. I will be a happy man if that's the case. Let's see. Carmichael says you offer Sky Moore and Russell Wilson for Isaiah Hodgins and Kenny Pickett. Well, you let me know how that works out. Let's see. Carmichael says if I was allowed to, I would have already cut Sky Moore. And so, oh man, that's brutal. That is brutal. Kenneth says, you're happy for now. And so Kenneth is just worried like, hey, we just got to find a way to come out with the victory. It may not be how you imagine it, but hey, you'll take it. Let's see. Braden says Sky Moore's rookie card price is going down after this game. Carmichael says, damn, One Piece rejected the trade. Carmichael's down bad. All right, here we go. So the Chiefs kick the ball off here. All right, so no return. Let's see, come back and says, please, JB, I'll take your backup defense. And so I'm good. JB is good. I actually value my defense. I'm good. I am good. All right, out of the shotgun, throws it. That's going to be incomplete. And so St. Brown, the intended receiver there, but excellent coverage on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up. You say, please, someone take Sky Moore. You'll take a turkey sandwich. All right, 2nd and 1. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Chiefs are showing pressure. Oh, Montgomery got put on his butt on that one. Threw that one out of bounds, incomplete. I mean, my goodness. I mean, Montgomery got ran over, and it takes a man to knock Montgomery down. Wow. Let's see. I said Sky Moore better start doing something. Hey, Carmichael, don't start reading the chat section on Yahoo for Sky Moore. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who started him that are going to be saying quite a few things about Sky Moore in that chat section. You're probably the one that's going to start it. You say not even a PB&J sandwich. Braden said should have put it in Swift instead Carmichael. Hey, if you had that option, you should have did that. You should have did that. You said his RPA is going down, and so yes. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 2. And again, Montgomery here. I mean, he needs a carry. I need him to get some carries here from their own 12-yard line. Golf looking. Golf throws it and has a man, and he is just shy of that 1st down marker. That would bring up 4th down. So the team that rolled the dice earlier in the game, will they consider rolling it again here? Let's see, comment says, as long as Sky Moore's on his team. You say you have Yahoo and you've been reading the chat section. How brutal has it been? Scale 1 to 10, how brutal has Sky Moore chat section been so far in this one? I can just imagine. And it looks like Detroit's going to go for it. Looks like they're going to go for it, or at least line up to go for it. They do play fake. Looking. Oh, that's going to be incomplete. Oh, that's going to hurt. Maybe I should have taken the under for David Montgomery. They are avoiding him. Braden says he bet it's interesting. And so I says yes. Let's see. Braden says, I got a trade in mind, Carmichael. It involves Sky Moore. Uh-oh. 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 Something tells me that Braden's up to something very suspicious right now. All right, so wait, that was not 4th down right there. That was 3rd. Okay, that was 3rd and 2. And they punt the ball. Okay. And so, oh man, did he lose the ball? I'm pretty sure that he was down. But are they saying that it's a turnover? Are you serious? Show me the replay. I'm pretty sure a body part hit the ground, right? Yeah, he was down. Yeah, that elbow's down. He's down. He's down. Let's see. All right, Carmichael says, tell me. Let's see. Phoenix says that was an awful fall, awkward fall. And so, yes, it was. It was. Let's see. Phoenix says, I'm sorry, us says, and cut. And so, all right. So now the Chiefs with the football again. They're up 17-14 right now. Out of the shotgun. They feed it to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And Clyde's going to pick up 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up from the Chiefs' 36-yard line. All right, so Mahomes looking. Mahomes pump fakes, throws it to his tight end. And his tight end, oh wow, look at that. He broke away from him. He's still running until he gets chopped down at the 40-yard line. What a play. What a play. And Travis Kelsey, I mean, he's got the whole Mario look on the sideline and stuff like that with the mustache. Meanwhile, there is a player down for Detroit. It looks like Brian Branch, actually. Let's see. Raider says, JB, I'm going to send something to you in fantasy and it's going to make you laugh. Let's see. Carmichael says, nah, Braden, please don't do me like that. Let's see. All says, nice run after catch. And so, yes, I mean, he broke away that time, and Travis Kelsey's fired up about that. Medical staff is attending to Brian Branch right now. Oh, this should be interesting, Braden. This should be interesting. Let us see. Let's see. Meanwhile, David Montgomery's only got me 3.30 points right now. That is not good. I need more. I need more. I see it. I see it. Put Sky Moore in your lineup. They said you won't regret it. Yeah, Yahoo be. I stopped listening to Yahoo's recommendations one time when I think the Detroit Lions a couple years ago, it was one of their running backs that got hurt, and so they said that this guy was supposed to be the backup. He's gonna have a big game. I started him. He didn't even touch the field, and it wasn't due to injury or anything like that. He wasn't the next man up, and so it cost me. So after that, I was like, no, no, no. And again, you hate to see the injury because I mean Brian Branch had that pick six earlier. They truly was really dependent on him. So without him in that secondary, let's see how they look now. Maybe they can get me my second field goal that I need. Maybe that's what's coming. But either way, we will have to see at the start of the fourth quarter because the third quarter is in the books. So one quarter remaining. Let's see, y'all says it was funny how Clyde Edwards-Helaire came in for one play. And let's see, you say Pacheco started saying in his chat that he knew all along he was running back one and he hasn't played since. Let's see, Carmichael says, y'all, I wasn't even listening to Yahoo's recommendation. I just thought maybe Sky would, catch the ball. Braden says he'll send it to you too, Carmichael. So, oh man, man, I need more from David Montgomery. He's very touchdown dependent, and I need him to get some touchdowns. Otherwise, he might find himself on the outside looking in next time. But one quarter left. I'm really hoping for some JBOT though, because some of my guys they're gonna need a little bit of extra time, I think, to get their overs. But we got 16 votes in, and 81% voted that Kansas City's gonna win this game. The Chiefs are winning, but it's 17-14. Says that Clyde Edwards-Helaire should be traded with whatever value he has. Maybe trade him to a team like Indianapolis right now that can use a running back for a couple weeks and maybe sell him fool's gold, I guess. Carmack says, Braden, that dude was right. This is fantasy football at its finest. Shoot, my kicker has more points for me than David Montgomery does. That's concerning. Let's see, Carmichael says Sky Moore should go back to college and learn how to catch. Let's see, Braden says it's only the first game of the season. I'm laughing so hard, crying. This year's gonna be fun. And so yes, it is gonna be fun, especially if we should add like an extra clause that says that Carmichael must start Sky Moore each week. But nah, I'm pretty sure that he'll play way better the rest of the way, but just not tonight. All right, so here goes the Chiefs here from the 40-yard line, and Mahomes looking, dumps it down to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and Clyde's gonna pick up about 6, 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 3 coming up here for the Chiefs at the Detroit Lions 33-yard line. Let's see. Us says, "Oh, look who's finally in." Carmichael says, "No, JB, don't do that." Oh man, come on, throw the MVS already. Gives it to Clyde again. Clyde's gonna pick up the first down here. Okay, picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. If this man will throw the ball to MVS for about 12 yards, I will jump over there myself. Can line up in a shotgun here from the Detroit Lions 29-yard line. Tight end goes in motion. Mahomes. He's going to run, and he's going to slide after picking up 9 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 1 at the Detroit Lions 20-yard line. Let's see. Carmichael says, JB, you have enough points. I need more. This ain't about just the points. I need the cash. That's what I need. And I'm trying to cash in. So I need the Chiefs to give me one more field goal. And then I guess Detroit to utilize both Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs, really, for 2 different reasons. But let's see. All says Justin Watson is underrated. Braden says, yeah, throw it to a former Packer MVS. And instead they do an end around to Kadarius Toney, and Toney's going to lose him a yard or 2 in the play. It just hasn't been there. I should have took the under on him. That's what I should have did. Looking back, both him and Sky Moore. Dang it, Montgomery. You started off so good in the first quarter. I should have known. This is not what I needed. All right, so here we go. Tight end goes in motion for the Chiefs. Looking to throw. And pressure's around him, so he just throws what he can to McKinnon out the backfield, and that's going to be incomplete. And 4th down is going to come up 4th and 2 at the Detroit 21-yard line. So that should bring out, hopefully, the field goal kicker for JB's team. So that's right, Phoenix says field goal time, JB. So that's right. If this kicker can make this field goal right here, all I'll need is for Jameer Gibbs to somehow go out there, and he's probably going to need a touchdown at this point if he's going to get me what I need from him. But because I got 2 different bets going on, and so that's one. Let me double check and see. But right now, I need this field goal, y'all. Like, I need this because he may not get another chance, so I need this now for my fantasy team as well. I don't know why this man won't target MVS, but he's wrong for that. Meanwhile, medical staff right now stretching out one of the Detroit Lions players. Yeah, Jameer Gibbs going to need to score a touchdown also. But first things first. All right, to try to get JB's points. Let's see. Us says he's automatic. Lewis says golf with a winning drive. All right, here we go. Field goal attempt. Snap is good. Hold is good. The kick is up. And the kick is good also. So that is ka-ching for JB. Bet, bet, bet. JB appreciates that. Not to mention more points for my fantasy team. All right, Detroit. The game plan is simple. Very simple. You throw one more pass to Sam Laporta for at least 2 yards and stuff like that. David Montgomery has got to rush for 20 yards, though. I need those two things to happen. And all I need from Patrick Mahomes is to hit MVS with about 11 more yards. How hard can that be, right? And avoid Sky Moore like he's been doing like the plague. Do that. And I'll be good. I'll be good. But if Detroit comes out and they won't run the ball for David Montgomery, they're going to have to answer me. But yes, 3 more points. Lewis wants OT. JB would be cool with, a little JB OT. That would be very cool because the first half went by so fast we hardly noticed it. So if it went to overtime, JB would be happy, especially if it meant David Montgomery going over. JB would be happy. Says, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let us see. We got 17 votes right now, so the Chiefs with a strong command here in our poll, but they're only up by 6 points right now. Please, Detroit, do not forsake David Montgomery and find a way to keep Gibbs in as well. And so, Linda, how are you doing? Appreciate you for coming through. You say, hey, popped in to hit the like button. Have a good stream. Thank you so much, and you take care as well. Appreciate you for coming through, and I hope that you're doing good. Absolutely. And again, we are here in the fourth quarter with 12 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. Let's see, Carmichael says, you're never drafting the Chiefs player again. Something tells me that you would pass on Patrick Mahomes. If he was available in the 8th round, you would do that. Let's see, Phoenix says no OT. You say 5:30 a.m. comes too early. And so you know what? You are right about that. You are right about that. So instead, let's let David Montgomery get about 25 yards on the ground on this drive. Let's let Sam Laporta get about 3 yards on this drive. And then next time out there for the Chiefs, a big play for MVS, and then we'll call it a night. I think that's a solid game plan. Carmichael says, you would, JB. All right, so here goes the kickoff on the way. And no return on this play, so Detroit will take over from their own 25-yard line here. All right, from their own 25. It's time to feed Montgomery. All right, from their own 25-yard line, golf up under center, takes the snap, finally gives it to Montgomery, who makes the man miss and picks up 5 yards on the play. I need that same energy. Keep that same energy going. I'm like, what are you doing? Get back and stay in the game. Yeah, JB's just over here just looking like, come on, like this can work. This can work. This can work. Another 15 yards from Montgomery is all we really need. 2nd and 5. Gonna hand it to him, and oh, he's going the wrong. Oh, that's Gibbs on the carry, right? All right, that's Gibbs on the carry. Okay, he lost 2 yards there. That doesn't help me too much, though. It doesn't help me at all, actually. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 7. I say hit your tight end, your rookie tight end for about for a first down, ideally. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 7. Oh, that's going to be delay of the game. I'm about to say that's a long time to be calling for the ball and they ain't snap the ball. All right, delay of the game on the offense. Dan Campbell not happy about that. So we got 3rd and 12 here. Look at the difference in penalties right now. Detroit, 3 penalties for 58 yards. All right, here we go, 3rd and 12. Lions take the snap while the Chiefs are sending pressure, and he throws it while getting hit, but gets the completion. 18 yards. That's an NFL throw right there. I mean, you stand in the pocket, you know you're going to get hit, and you still deliver it. Wow. Let's see. Braden says, Carmichael, wait with trading Sky Moore until next. You said you got a deal you think you'll like. All says, wow. And so, yeah, it's a big time play. Big time play. And that defender right there that got distracted by the man in the middle, if he turns around quicker, that could have been an opportunity for an interception. Play fake, throws it, and it's going to be caught. And that's the wrong tight end that JB did not need to get that catch. I need the other tight end to get the catch. But there is a penalty. They're going to decline that one, defensive holding. Again, fourth quarter with 10 minutes to go left in the game, and the Chiefs leading this one 20-14 right now. But things are very interesting. Second and 2. They give the ball to Montgomery, and he picks up a yard on the carry. Yeah, this ain't gonna cut it here. I need my man to run harder. 3rd down coming up. Come on, feed Montgomery again. All right, so we got the big boys out here. 3rd and 1. Ball is at the midfield here. They feed it to Montgomery off the right side, and he picks up 3 yards on the play, getting the tough first down in the process. Now, stay on the field. Stay on the field. We don't have that kind of time. Stay on the field and keep running that ball. I need him to break one for about 11 yards. Man, I wish Sam Laporta would have gotten that over in that last catch. All right, 1st and 10. Play fake. Goff looking, throws it, and that's going to be completed to his receiver, Josh Reynolds, and he's going to take it all the way to the 14-yard line. How about that? Well, now we've got another concern. It looks like Goff's going to go over in this one. I did not take him going over. Gonna hand it to the back, and oh, what a nice carry there by Montgomery. Picks up 6 yards on the play. Carmichael says, Brady, you don't mean to have to keep more on my roster for week 2. Lewis says, let's go. He wants a touchdown. All right, here we go. 8 yards away from the end zone. Brown goes in motion. They're going to feed Montgomery. And Montgomery, he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. For a touchdown. This helps JB's fantasy team, and this puts him in the over. JB was nervous. I was nervous. I didn't think they were going to keep going to him, but they did. They did. They did. Wow. Big time play. Lewis says, Montgomery, baby, got it. Yes, he did. Now, JB is very precise in what he needs. I cannot let Jared Goff get more than 25 yards. Cannot let him get more than 25 yards max. Make that 24 yards, actually. Yeah, cannot let him get to 25 yards. Whew. But I do need Sam Laporta to get me 3 more yards. So I need Sam to get maybe a 5-yard catch, and then like that be it for Golf. But I still need MVS to get me another 13 yards. So I says, there you go. And so Lewis says, Golf over 250. Yeah. Yeah. I took the under. But the under is at 277.5. So that's why I took the under at 277.5. If it was at 250, I'd have taken the over. But it's at 277. All right, Patrick Mahomes, I need you to hit MVS, man. That's it. Just hit him, and then after that, you guys can do what you do. Absolutely. So things are very interesting here. Let's see, come back. Says, just offer it to me now, please. He's like, you're like, I'm begging you. He's like, he can't stand another moment knowing that this guy's on the team. That's a big touchdown. That's a big because I got David Montgomery actually, I think, in 2 leagues. So at least in this one. So that's a huge touchdown right there. Huge. Thank you, David Montgomery. Very precise on what I need from Detroit here. So Kansas City can hit MVS for maybe a 15-yard completion. This is going to be very interesting, guys. Very interesting. Come out to at least get me 1 more point, Sky Moore. You'd be better off rooting for Detroit to kick field goals, Carmichael, and get some points that way at this point. So Detroit with the lead here in the 4th quarter with 7 minutes and 6 seconds to go, 21-20. Our poll says Kansas City, but the score right now is saying Detroit's up. Carmichael's like, he can't stand knowing he's on your team. Well, I thought that was your boy, though. You see your kicker has 3 points. Sky Moore has like .40, and so yeah, hey, I'd ask for a couple more field goals if possible. All right, but here we go. Mahomes throws it. It's going to be completed to a new receiver, Justin Ross here with the catch. So a different receiver that is not Sky Moore. You said you picked Detroit to win. All right, so there goes Sky Moore in motion. And they're going to give it to Pacheco. And Pacheco's going to be a yard shy of that first down marker. So third down coming up. Is this where they give it to a guy like Sky Moore or a guy like Kadarius Tooney on the end around on 3rd and 1 and see if they can pop it for a big play? Braden says Justin Ross sighting. And so, yes, we even get that. Carmichael says Sky Moore is never going to be here, boy. Ouch. All right, here we go. 3rd and 1. And they're going to do the direct snap thing that they like to do with Travis Kelce. And they get on the end around, and Rice is brought down for a loss of 3 yards here. That time they tried to get fancy with it, but Detroit said, we ready for it. We ready for it. So just like that, 4th down coming up, that's what happens when you don't throw it to MVS. So right now, if I'm a Chiefs fan, I'm really nervous if I'm a Chiefs fan right now. But this actually works out perfectly for JB. This could actually help both teams here, you know. Braden says no. He says no. Punt on the way. All right, so they're going to take over from the Detroit 34-yard line, which means it's Montgomery time some more. So I expect the Lions to continue to feature combination of Montgomery and also Jahmyr Gibbs in that backfield and try to take off as much time as possible. So I think the Chiefs will get one more shot at the ball. All I need from Detroit is just a quick pass for maybe 5 yards, 3 yards, I don't care, 2 yards at least to their rookie tight end. And then that's all I'll need from the offense. After that, we can give the ball back to the Chiefs. Come on now. Think about JB. Think about JB. Think about JB, because this is going to prevent Jared Goff from passing it too much, so he should not go over if that is indeed the case. And we got 5 minutes left, so I'm just going to have to trust that on a 2-minute offense that MVS will get the ball from Patrick Mahomes. We're going to have to trust that, in which I know he's not, because it's going to go to Justin Watson or someone like that. Let's see. Carmichael says, should I start Michael Thomas or DeAndre Swift? You should have been starting both of them this week if you knew it was good for you. But as long as Michael Thomas is healthy, I put him in. Phoenix says, no, I can't see the fans aren't scared. And so Phoenix said, we ain't never scared. He said, we ain't never scared. Okay. JB corrected. He said, y'all got this. Okay. Let's see. Brandon says he sent the trade. What if Sky Moore after this game just turns it around and ends up like having a tremendous season, and today was like the only bad game? What if that's the case? Come back, so you'll probably accept it just to get more off the team. That has to hurt, Carmichael. The opening week and the first player to play lets you down. That hurts. All right, so the Lions here, let's see if they do from their own 34-yard line here, up by 1 point. You say, JB, I won't care because Moore has already lost all my trust. I remember the first year that Black Medicine was in the league, and he had a similar situation with 2 players. One, I think one was on the Bengals at the time, and the other was a Pittsburgh story. Was it Claypool? I think he felt that way about Claypool, and one other Steeler receiver as well that had let him down. And after that, he got rid of him. Didn't want to hear nothing about them after that. First and 15. Tight end goes in motion. They're going to give it to Gibbs, and so Gibbs out here. Oh, look at that. He's still running. He's still running. Look at that. Wow. Impressive. He's got 7 carries for 42 yards. All right, Gibbs. So let's see what you got here if you can keep this going. All I need from Detroit though is just give Laporta just one more catch for like 5 yards. That's it. I'm not asking for much. Just one more catch for 5 yards. That's it. All right, first and 10, 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. They feed it to Montgomery, and Montgomery's going to pick up 2 yards on the play before he's tackled and brought down. Second and 8 coming up. And all Detroit can think about is that clock right now and what it's going to take to hold on to that lead. 4 minutes to go. Let's see. Carmichael says, I want Kenny too much to trade for Jimmy G. Toss it to Montgomery, and Montgomery is going to pick up 3 yards on the play. You said you want Kenny too much to trade for Jimmy G. So we got 3rd and 5 here. Let's see if this is the play that JB's been waiting on. Third and 5. And they run it here. Picks up 3 yards on the play, so they opt to run it. Thinking about the clock here. Do they consider going for it? 4th and 2. Come on, throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball. All right, so they are going to line up the pass here. Looking, throws it, ball's deflected. And so it looked like he was aiming for Josh Reynolds there. That's going to be incomplete. And so, all right, looks like I am going to actually need Kansas City help a little bit more than I thought here. So with 2 minutes and 29 seconds to go, things are very interesting here. Braden says yes. I wonder how many fantasy points Jahmyr Gibbs has right now. I bet you Jahmyr Gibbs owners right now are cursing themselves if they drafted him too early. Play fake. Mahomes throws it, and Kadarius Toney singing the blues just dropped another one. Bruh, like you catch the ball like you got gator arms. Like what's up with that? This is why the Giants dropped him. I mean, he's nothing more than just a Madden player at this point. If he keeps this up, I mean, dang, that's bad. Let's see. Carmichael says Toney another drop. Braden says happy I didn't start Toney. Mahomes looking, throws it, and gets it to Sky Moore. He gets it to Sky Moore. But wait, no, there's a penalty. There's a penalty. No, can it be? Offensive holding. So it's not going to count. It's not going to count, Carmichael. No. So offensive holding just takes it away. You say, happy you didn't start, Tooney. Braden says penalty. Oh no. Oh man. This is bad, real bad. All right, Mahomes looking, throws it again to Sky. I drop it again. More. Wow. Carmichael says, "Oh my God, what is Sky Moore doing? What is he doing? Somebody help this kid out. Somebody help this kid out. He clearly bet against himself. Clearly, clearly, this is bad." Braden says, "Oh my gosh, what is Sky Moore doing?" Braden says, "More with another drop, another one." Oh wow, this is entertaining. 3rd and 20. Mahomes looking, throws it, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. So I think Mahomes is trying to tell me that, yeah, he's not going to get me that money today. It's cool. Lewis is like, more? He got them gator arms. He just out here clapping and stuff like that. Him, Kadarius Tooney, this is real bad. I mean, you had MVS. Why don't you throw it to MVS? He's your leading receiver. Why not look for him? It just makes sense. When in doubt, throw it to the guy who you've had the longest. Throw it to MVS. If this was Rodgers, he'd throw the ball to Randall Cobb if he didn't have his top options out there. Yeah, look at this. 4th and 20. And we're going to stop the play because we got a false start here on the offense. Oh, my goodness. Carmichael says he can't. He can't. He says he's done. He's done. He can't anymore. False start on the offense. Oh, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. All I need is just a good 12, 13 yards for MVS. That's all I'm asking for. That's it. You give me that, I'm happy. At least with the Chiefs. And Mahomes looking, moving, still looking, ignoring receivers, just throws it up there. And that's going to be incomplete. And that's not what Kansas City fans are hoping for. And that's a 2-minute warning as well. They do have all 3 timeouts, but what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Braden's like, Sky Moore again. Oh my, I should get a shirt that says, Sky Moore drops it again. As he come back, because it's the dumbest receiver ever, Lewis. That's why I knew Kelsey out would come back to haunt me. And so, yes, you're right about that. You are right about that. Well, MVS, I really thought you were gonna get more opportunities, but that's not on you. That's on them. Whew, Sam Laporta, you couldn't get me 2 more yards. Mistakes were made today. But maybe Jahmyr Gibbs can still salvage my first original one and get me at least 5 more fantasy points, which I don't know how he's going to do that, but hopefully. Carmichael said, literally worse than the Steelers' 6th receiver. Lewis says, that's why I don't like making picks during the week. Are you putting this blame on it being during the week? But nah, I mean, Lewis, in your defense, there's no way you could have known for sure about Kelsey. But I assumed when I first realized there was a potential that he was going to miss, I assumed that meant he wasn't going to play. It's just too early in the season. And so, oh man, what's good? And you say, what's good, JB and chat? You say this game is crazy. What's crazy is Sky Moore and Kadarius Tooney. I'm going to call them the Looney Tune brothers out there. They're just flat out being cartoonish here. These are the guys who, throughout all summer long, we had the debate, where do we draft these guys in the offense? And come to find out, both of these guys aren't worth a bag of Lay's chips right now. They just went out there and just didn't help Mahomes at all. I mean, Mahomes, he ran the ball 6 times for 45 yards. He threw 226 yards, 2 touchdowns. The interception wasn't his fault. Again, the ball was off of, I think, Kadarius Toney on that one. And so this is bad. This is bad. You say you can play better than Sky Moore. Braden says, hey, old man. Let's see. Carmichael says, old man, you hate Sky Moore. You said this isn't funny, JB. Let's see. Old man says, someone keeps offering me Sky Moore in the league. Oh man, woo, this is interesting. Wow. I need Jameer Gibbs to bust a big one here, so but if Montgomery keeps running, who am I to complain about that? But Carmichael says he's down bad. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. They give the ball to Montgomery. And he's fighting forward. Will pick up 5 yards on the play. That's what's up. That's what's up. Keep on keeping on. Whew, oh man, this has been one heck of a one heck of a game. All right, so I don't have Montgomery in this league. Okay. To think that my opponent, I just realized in my other fantasy league, my opponent started Kadarius Toney, and he's just got 1 point. So that's hilarious. I know he's mad. I know he's mad. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5. Can Detroit hold on for this victory here? Hands it to the back, and Montgomery fighting with everything that he's got. Picks up about 4 yards on the play. Let's see. Old says, I'm glad I didn't draft Kelsey or Mahomes. Wait, why not Mahomes? Why not Mahomes? Mahomes did good, and with those 45 yards rushing, I'm pretty sure Mahomes has a high number in fantasy. Because those 45 yards rushing is what's really going to stand out for him. But that is, whoo. That's right. Keep running David Montgomery. Keep running them. 3rd and 2. Gonna feed it to the back, and that's gonna be a 1st down for the Detroit Lions here. And Kansas City with just 1 timeout remaining and 1:42 left to go. Ah man, Dan Campbell, he's preparing that speech. You say because receiver dropping everything and Kelsey, that's right, Kelsey hurt. Well, Kelsey will be back before you know it, but yeah, these receivers, they're letting him down big time. Big time. I'm starting to think maybe they should have reached out to Hopkins. Maybe they should have. All those Chief fans that was talking about they didn't need Hopkins, they didn't want Hopkins. I wonder if now they're wondering if they wanted Hopkins or not. But nah, Chiefs going to be just fine, though. It's just week 1. No Kelsey. JB's just overreacting. You say, have to give Lions respect. They're fighting like it's the Super Bowl. O says, this might not be the same old Lions. And so now I'm impressed with what they did. This all really started when they did that fake punt. That was a gutsy move. But this will really get the train rolling here for Detroit. How about that? Carmichael says, yes, you're going to get Sky Moore off your team. O says they should have kept Juju or signed D-Hop. And so that's a fact. But there you go. That's going to be it. Golf goes out there to take a knee. So the Detroit Lions to be victorious here. 21-20 in this one. Wow. So we're going to go ahead and end the poll here. And so our poll believed in Kansas City to the bitter end, but it was the Lions. Let's see. Carmichael says JVC is Sunday. And so, all right, see you then. And just to clarify, I will be streaming again on Saturday for the Texas-Alabama game. So, hey, whether you love the Tide or you're like JB and you're going to be rooting against him and rooting for Texas, it should be a very very interesting game in which last year was a thriller between those two teams. So Texas, Alabama, that's the next stream on Saturday. Oh, it says Thornton is the savior for all for us. I'm sorry, for all. Let's see. Braden says, "Good night, JB. Great stream. Hope you're gonna be okay, Carmichael. Appreciate that." And yes, Carmichael's down bad, guys. He is not okay right now. So hoping you'll be okay soon. Let's see. Lewis says, "Great stream." And Lewis says, "Them Lions." He's mad about that. And so O says KC. But yes, again, Saturday, the next stream. So you guys take care, and I'll see you guys then. And but yeah, Carmichael. Good news though for you, Carmichael. I do think your Steelers are going to get a W. Phoenix says, "Peace out, JB Nation and members." And you say Kansas City Royals. And so, absolutely appreciate you for coming through and being a part of the stream here. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next time. And for all the Chief fans out there, remember it's just week one. We know who you guys really are. So it's not going to be no overreaction here. There was no Kelsey out there. But I'm happy for the Lion fans to get this one as well, though. I am happy about that for them. But with that being said, thank you guys for coming through. See you guys next